Lasers.
With your host, Sandeep.
Lasers.
Interviews and gaming with actors, scientists, comedians, and other famous types.
Streamdeep with Sandeep.
And his parents too, I guess.
Lasers. Pew pew.
Look, she's kind of famous.
Streamdeep with Sandeep. Lasers.
Streamdeep.
Pew pew.
Don't ever not watch it.
Lasers.
Or else.
It's party time! P-A-R-T. Why? Because I gotta!
I like to party. I like to have fun. Hey everybody. Hey everyone. Let's party, dude. Let's party. It's a party, dude. We're partying. Bring us to a disco. Take me on the floor. Introduce me to the DJ. Tell him my name's Tim. Turn the music up. Turn the speaker on. Tell the people to listen to the song. Get us out of the disco. Bring us to our home. Tuck us in our bed. Pour some warm milk. Let's party, dude. Let's party. It's a party, dude. We're partying. Let's take this party on the road. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Taking that party on the road. 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 On that Green Mountain train. On that Green Mountain bus.
Sorry.
On that Green Mountain train. On that Green Mountain bus. Ooh, somebody stop me. Who are those guys?
That's the Sloppy Boys, and they just got themselves a record deal. Colin, get me Capitol Records on the phone now.
Oh my god, it's an apple with one bite taken out of it.
Huh? I didn't say that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the one, the only show that's taking place right now. That's this show. Streamdeep with Sandeep. Get it? Me neither. I don't get it either. You guys, I'm about to introduce to you the three fellows that you're here to see. Once I can figure out this layout, here we go. Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Hanford, Tim Kalpakis. Is it Kalpakis or Kalpakis?
Kalpakis,
Kalpakis, baby. And Jefferson Dutton. It's the Sloppy Boys.
Oh, we're twitchy. We're raising the roof too.
Here's what I love. I love that you guys were clearly on the delay on Twitch and didn't notice yourselves until a good few seconds after. And then you all, I guess your collective move is raising the roof because you all decided to raise the roof poorly.
Just instinct.
This was our dance move for a little while.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh, the side bows.
Yeah.
Just throwing the
Almost
side
like
bows.
like a reverse dab, which I'm still dabbing. I'm still out there in the streets doing it.
A reverse dab. I like it. It's like the reverse cowgirl. Okay, not at all. It's just they both have reverse in the title. Fellas, thanks for coming on Streamdeep. I'm excited to have you, Jefferson. Oh man, Jefferson and I go way back to one meeting that we had 3 years ago.
Yeah,
really.
That's how you want to. That's how you want to know people.
That's exciting,
right? We had a general meeting at the offices where I was doing post production on Wizard School Dropout, and through our mutual buddy Anand Shah, that's how we met. I had seen and been jealous of the fact that the Birthday Boys got a IFC show.
Oh yeah,
and I would actually love to talk to you guys about how that whole thing went down at some point, but that's how I met Jefferson, and then
and that was a great general too. One of the great generals.
It was a great general. It was one of
kind of reminded me of the Pixar lunch where you guys have
Sorry, you said great general. I'm thinking Eisenhower and MacArthur. I'm this like World War II buff, so sorry.
Wow, are you really? Is that a bit?
Oh yeah.
Hey Mike.
Yeah,
hey Mike.
It's everything I'm gonna say. I've made a deal with myself. I'm making no jokes or fake claims on this stream.
Okay, I'll do
Mike,
some.
Wait, but is that fake? Is that promise a bit, or is that true?
No, look, he can name more stuff about World War II.
Yeah,
Mike, tell us one other thing about World War
II.
Tell
us 4 other things about World War II.
Battle of the Bulge.
Oh. Hey, there you go.
Kamikaze pilots.
2.
Did I mention MacArthur? Oh, Saving Private Ryan. Thank you. Saw it. Not in the theaters. Saw it during this pandemic. So
for the first time?
Really?
No, come on. Not the first time. I've seen that. Being a buff, I've seen it maybe 4 times. And
you probably saw it on double VHS, huh? The 2-pack.
I need a 4th thing, don't I?
No, take your time.
Blitzkrieg Bop.
What was the last thing?
Bop.
What was the last thing you said?
The Blitzkrieg.
Oh, Blitzkrieg. Oh, okay. Not the song. The actual.
I did say bop just to be funny, but yeah. So
I think Blitzkrieg is World War One. I gotta say.
Listen,
no,
I'm Indian, so I have no idea about American history.
Okay.
I don't know.
Anyone in the chat know when the Blitzkrieg was?
If I had Wikipedia, I'd look it up. But
no, I'm pretty sure it's World War II Blitzkrieg. I think that's right.
Seems like it should be.
I'm thinking of Archduke Franz Ferdinand.
That's where. Did you just look that up?
Yeah. I just read through every detail about both wars. And
oh, you just like the Matrix? You just plugged in and like downloaded the World War I into your brain.
Franz.
Tim, real quick, we need to talk about that giant Budweiser that's in your background there. What's it filled with? Is it giant pop-out snakes?
It's a cooler, and it's filled with only the coolest possible things.
Oh, is it a cooler?
Oh, this is a fun deal.
Baby, yeah.
Why do you have to keep your earbuds cool? Temperate.
How shallow is that cooler?
Listen.
That's all it can fit is one pair of earbuds.
Like it goes down to here. It really
does make you look like a little. Oh, that's
wow.
weird.
There's so many cables in there.
Yeah, but I was listening to some real hot music and I needed to cool those earbuds back then.
Oh yeah,
they really revved up those earbuds.
And I've got a brand sponsorship with Budweiser. They pay me like $1 million per Twitch, so I gotta make sure that is.
Oh my gosh, amazing. Well, congratulations on making $1 million just now. I guess you're also sponsored by Dole.
I'm trying to get in the Dole game. Hey, mix them together, folks.
I feel like they would go maybe well together. There's got to be some good pineapple
it'd be
beer.
like a kind of a sweet michelada. I think we're onto something.
There you go.
Someone's got to do it.
Yeah.
Hey, someone has to do it, you guys, and why not us right now?
We are the 4 guys to do it.
All we need is some seed money.
So how are you guys still making content right now during this pandemic? How are you guys surviving? What's happening? What's going on?
Oh boy.
Yeah, we're doing a podcast now, the Sloppy Boys podcast.
Yeah, I actually already knew that, but that was my segue. That was a little behind the curtain of how the magic happens.
Wait a minute. We were talking about this earlier. Why isn't he saying it? Yeah, we're gonna tour all like last year in summer, and that fell through obviously because of this pandemic. And we decided to get our voices out there with a podcast.
Nice. And how many podcast episodes have you done?
We just recorded 23 last night, but I think 22 are out.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
That's too much of a peek behind the curtain.
That tracks. That logic really tracks. Jefferson, you're about to say something about the podcast.
Oh yeah, I remember we had just done San Francisco Sketch Fest, and we were coming back, and we were like, let's do it. Let's do a podcast. And then the pandemic hit, and we were like, man, it's not really the best foot forward for us to start a podcast during like staying at home and doing it over Zoom.
Well,
and,
plus we didn't know
York.
what was happening, right? Like,
right.
We didn't know
how we're going to be home for 2 weeks. So
right.
Wait a
Yeah.
little bit.
God,
So-
that turned out to be crazy.
So we tried to wait it out for a little bit because, it's true. I do think that like chemistry wise, doing it over Zoom sucks. And it's a hurdle that every podcast has had to figure out. And it's just funny to me that we've been doing this thing for so long now, and we've never done it in the same room. It'll be weird when we finally do.
We think
that'll
of
be
it as
like a
like
magic
when an
moment.
athlete trains with a backpack full of like, a 45-pound weight, and then he takes that off and it's game time and he's flying.
Right.
We're going to be really moving fast.
You guys are doing like running laps in a swimming pool.
Right.
Yeah.
right.
And then as soon as you hit land, baby, boom.
Yeah.
So when
I'm up
COVID's
at a
over,
high
we're going to
altitude
join
right
a
now.
football team.
I go to the top of the Rockies every time I zoom in with these guys just to make sure I can operate at low oxygen.
Yeah, you're always out of breath. Great. You bring your cooler up there to keep things colder. I don't know. Guys, we have a lot of action in chat, which I
See.
think you brought a lot of energy. I think you brought a lot of your slop heads in here because these are some new names.
Americans put pineapples on pizza. Do you like the pineapple on pizza?
You asking me?
I do.
Yeah, somebody here's why do Americans put pineapples on pizza?
Because it's delicious.
I like it.
I'm not a fan, and I think it's very divisive, and I don't want to start it out.
But it's also, but you don't have to have. I don't understand why it's divisive. You don't have to have it. The beauty of pizza is that
I'm with you.
I can order this is crazy. I can order a different pizza that has the toppings you like on it, Mike. And
I'm with you, but people are crazy out there, and they will fight to the death about this. But I agree. I'm going. You go to Domino's, I'm going to Pizza.
we have so many other things to be mad at each other about nowadays. Like, I feel like this one has to get bumped down.
Yeah,
like,
this one doesn't rank.
Like this one does not rank. We can let this
Tim,
go.
how do you feel about that, Mr. Dole?
Look,
Ooh,
I can't think of I recently had a pizza with anchovies on it, and I loved it. There's no topping that's bad. Pizza's always delicious. So yeah, if it's your pizza, your choice, man. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm curious where Neptune 3x2, who asked about the pineapple pizza, where they're from if they're talking about why do Americans put pizza on.
Right.
Yeah, defend yourself, Neptune.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's like Italy, where pizzas were born. And of course, they're pizza snobs. Yeah, I called it. Italy.
Oh, damn.
There it is.
We can't compete with that.
But Italian pizzas, I think, they're like almost a different food entirely.
What are they deeper?
No, they're not necessarily deeper. That's Chicago.
In Italy, they got that Chicago style pizza, baby.
Well, what am I thinking of? What's the place in LA like
Chicago.
Masa?
Yeah, Masa has deep dish pizza. Yeah,
Yeah, that's Chicago style pizza.
that's Chicago.
No,
Italian.
Italy.
It's
Italy,
Chicago,
I think,
Italy.
Michael Jordan. I think
Okay, it's just a simple
Oprah.
swap.
You know how there's like an Athens, Georgia? There's like a Chicago, Italy.
Yeah. Hey, are any of you guys watching Stanley Tucci Finding Italy?
No.
No.
Nah.
Is it good?
the first episode is he goes to Napoli and goes straight to where like the original pizzas are from, and they're these little tiny guys, and they cook them in like 40 seconds because they're so small and the fire is so hot. It's just like
Miranda Doe text loves the tooch. She loves the tooch.
Loves the tooch.
Gotta
So
love
wait, did he get that show based off the viral Negroni thing, or were they kind of like happening at the same time?
I think they were happening at the same time.
I don't even know what that is. What's the viral Negroni? What is that? What did I miss?
Sandeep.
I had a baby. I had a baby, not my wife. I had a baby.
Well, there you go.
Damn, that must have been tough.
It was hard.
I feel bad for your urethra.
Jeff.
You can say urethra on Twitch.
You can say no. That's fine.
I know.
You're allowed to say
I
it.
know.
Real quick, I want to do this real quick. If you are new to Streamdeep, can you type a 1 in chat and hit enter? Let me see some. Let's just see some ones. If you're brand new to this, if the slop brought you, then drop a 1 and look at this. Look at this fan base that follows you around. I'm getting flooded with 1s right now.
Dropped a 1 right now.
You guys are adding to it. Yeah, that makes sense.
This is my first
boosting your numbers.
Twitch.
I think my
Oh, right,
I
this is
think
your
my
first.
my chat is like way behind your guys. When you were talking about, oh, like there's some ones, it took a while.
Mine's a little behind. It's tough not to look down. Like if I keep my eyes on the Zoom, everything is much smoother. But then as soon as I start looking down, I'm like,
The room starts spinning.
You get motion sickness.
I start confusing Chicago with Italy. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
You're suddenly on the California Soarin' ride in Disney. All right. Well, welcome all you slop heads. Thank you so much for joining and do hit that follow button. Especially since these fellas are coming back on Friday and they're going to teach us how to make. What are you guys going to teach us how to make on Friday?
That's a great idea.
Have you guys come up with that yet?
We haven't discussed it yet.
The idea of
Wasn't
us
it going to be St.
teaching-
Patty's related or?
It
Well,
could be. I mean,
or
St.
not.
Patrick's Day's tomorrow, right?
Yeah, and there's
Today.
that thing
No,
that when
tomorrow.
when it falls on a Wednesday, it's like, you can celebrate on either end. And I think that this Friday will still be kind of on the St. Patty's
I agree.
Mhm.
party wagon.
All
Maybe,
right.
I don't know. We just did the car bombs on the podcast. Maybe we try something like that, or we get some Guinnesses and some
We
Baileys.
could open up
going.
some beers and just kind of take it easy on them.
And so is the idea that do you tell the audience ahead of time usually so that they drink along with you, or is it like?
Yeah,
I don't
we-
know, how does
that's
it
what we
Post
do on the
what we're gonna
podcast.
make. Yeah.
Although we do only tell them like a day in advance. So,
Got it.
slop heads, how do you feel about it? Do you want more advance? It's not that we can give it to you, but how do you feel? About
How do you
it?
feel? We're not going to satisfy the request in any shape or form.
Are you happy? If you're unhappy, get out of here.
I like
I'm
this,
kidding. I'm kidding. Stay.
Madeline Cook said, "Teach us how to spike a Shamrock Shake." I'm a big fan of the Shamrock Shakes.
I don't even know what a
happening
Shamrock
now,
Shake
isn't it?
is.
It's they have it just once a year at McDonald's, and I'm not like traditionally a McDonald's guy. I didn't really grow up with it, but if you go around St. Patrick's Day, they have these green milkshakes.
Oh, right. Okay. But it's not alcoholic.
Nope. But it feels like if you put a little Jameson whiskey in there,
Sure.
that would be kind of fun.
Yeah. It sounds easy too. Go to McDonald's, buy a shake, and then put whiskey. Like it seems like the
Bring the
podcast would
whiskey
be pretty
bottle
quick.
in the drive-through lane with you,
Right.
in the
Is-
driver's seat.
Are they not selling a Mick whiskey anymore? Or were they? Were they never? They'd be a lot more popular.
Okay,
I love
let's
that
guys.
Just
Oh, yeah, go
Shamrock
ahead.
Shake is great to go. Like each McDonald's location slowly runs out of the green powder they make it out of. So I
Right.
like to go around to McDonald's on like the first week of May, seeing if they have Shamrock Shakes, and most don't. But when you hit one, it's like hitting the lottery. It's a
Right.
great feeling.
That's
This
so
is
funny.
see.
They don't have the
I
powder
didn't-
anymore. That's so funny.
That's so sad. It's like it's July and the place still does, and you're like, ooh, does that powder expire? Or?
That powder.
That happened to me. So when I growing up, I was a big Taco Bell Mexican pizza fan
Ooh.
because Mexican pizzas were. So I grew up vegetarian. My chat knows this. I've talked about it a lot. I'm not vegetarian anymore, but the point is Taco Bell was like our kind of vegetarian Shangri-La because you can get anything on the menu. You replace meat with the beans, and suddenly the whole menu is open to you.
Yep.
But the Mexican pizza, they took it away, and that was like my family and like most Gujarati Indians. That's like that's their jam. We have that in common. And then I found out, someone told me, they're like, no, there's some places that might still have it, just like you were talking about. that like if like you got to go to the far-reaching Taco Bells and hunt them down, and they might still have, because like it was like until they run out. That was the whole
They
idea.
still have bean powder.
It's so funny to me. It's so funny to me to see like a massive corporation like that have like some locations do things a little differently.
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah, I
well,
always
why?
love
You
that.
think everything would just be so cut and dry, but it's funny to see like, you know, when you see like the rock and roll McDonald's or whatever, where you see these like weird variants on like, well, this one used to be a bank, so they have like a weird bank theme or whatever.
Like,
There's
have you
a
been to the
podcast
vault,
about-
the McDonald's vault?
They let you go in there and take all the money you want. out of the McDonald's vault.
They have all the Monopoly pieces in there.
There's a podcast about the McPizza, and they did like a whole investigative report about how there was like kind of recently one McDonald's in like Akron, Ohio, still selling a thing that had been discontinued elsewhere. And it's like, I don't know how it happens, because some places are like real McDonald's and some are franchise kiosks and stuff like that.
Right.
So the rules get a little hazy.
You know what?
Yeah.
A fun account I saw is I think it's an Instagram or something, but it's buildings that used to be Pizza Huts.
Oh yeah, I
You
saw
know what
that.
I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
like because they have like a very unmistakable like sort of like picnic table roof type looking thing, and you can see like, oh, this one's a bank, this one's a travel agency or whatever. But it's funny trying to like sneak a Pizza Hut by somebody by like putting a fresh coat of paint on it.
Yeah.
It's like if
Cover
you
up
remember
with
what a
red paint.
Pizza Hut looks like, you're like, that's a Pizza Hut.
I'm trying to find it. Was it a Twitter, or was it a?
Oh, I think it was an Instagram, but I don't know.
Oh, I think somebody in the chat, by the way, said that the Mexican pizza is coming back. Howlin' Mad Mike
What?
says he heard it's
Wait,
coming
is
back.
that true? That changes
That's what he
everything. for me.
heard.
That's what he heard. That's what Howlin' Mad
This
Mike
is
heard.
Howlin' Mad Mike.
Well, if someone in chat heard it, then it must be true. Here it is. Used to be a Pizza Hut. Larry's Giant Subs. That's amazing. This Subway used to be a pizza.
Used to be a Pizza Hut.
Oh man.
Oh, that's so good. Indian cuisine. Hey, my people. Tasty Indian cuisine. I know you guys are a little delayed, so you're going to see this a little slower than this gas station used to be a Pizza Hut. That's great. Fellas, I want to go back to the beginning, the origin story of the Sloppy Boys.
Oh,
All right, so before all the hits, before that video that we just saw pop up,
All the hits, too many to name.
before the Letterman appearance.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, how did you where did it all begin? Birthday Boys, I imagine, has a lot to do with it. So to take me back to the beginning, the origin story.
Well, we lived together. All the Birthday Boys lived together for
All of y'all?
5 of us did.
Okay. Because there's a lot. There was a lot of Birthday Boys, right? There's
too many.
There's like 100.
there's thousands.
And more and more are jumping on. So we lived together, and the 3 of us we had a drum set and a couple guitars and a bass. It's just in the house, and so we would play and mess around and like jam every once in a while.
Michael, don't tell him that.
Well, since I'm a musician, I can use that term. I don't know if anyone else is a musician here. Okay. We used to jam around a little bit, and then we do some covers, and then we had a big party in our backyard, and we played some cover songs there, and we were the Sloppy Boys Jangly Band at that point. And then we did more cover shows around town and parties and things like that.
Did you guys all play instruments before all this, or did you learn it on the fly, or?
Yeah,
Tim
more
and
or
Jeff
less.
they knew a little more about, like, Tim's played the guitar for a while, Jeff's played the guitar and bass, and I knew the guitar a little bit, but not that good.
You were
also
familiar with the concept of
the guitar.
string.
You understand?
You played drums in college, though. Like,
I
remember
played.
You,
I mean, never a lesson. Let's just say, didn't need it.
A savant.
No lessons here either. Yeah.
Those
Self-taught.
the jams back at the old house. I specifically remember one, Mike. This is like maybe just months before we would have started doing Sloppy Boys stuff. But you and me, I was on drums and you were on just bass. That it was like really fuzzed out, and we were playing these like it was like a 200-degree summer day, and we were in this like dark downstairs of our house playing really slow like Sabbath riffs, and we both had our shirts off and it was sweaty, and we were like, man, this is the coolest shit, man. We should do this for a living. And the band didn't really take that direction, but maybe we should rebrand and get back into the shirtless, slow,
Sweaty.
Chat, what do you think? I mean,
Master Bong Ripper is that. That
oh, and
vibe.
we'll get to that. We'll get to that later.
Yeah,
We're gonna
sure.
play that your latest hit, the newest single that just dropped. We'll play that at some point. Anand says sounds sloppy as fuck. Yeah. Demanst 33. Yeah, I'd peep. Shirtless Duts. Yes, says Harglebarg.
All right.
Harglebarg. It's a subscriber there, so
we said that we were all going to be shirtless, not just Duts.
I think they want to see more shirtless. Some more shirtless than others. Is all I'm saying.
He thinks the people have spoken on that.
Okay, so the band forms because you guys are in this,
like backyard party stuff. Yeah.
Right. So actually, taking me back before that, let's go before that. Like, how did you guys meet? You weren't always living together.
No, in college.
Okay.
We went to Ithaca College together.
So did all the birthday boys go to Ithaca College together?
Most of them did, yeah.
Oh, so it's like the state, kind of.
Yeah, truly all of them.
Well, it's funny because we never really did anything together in college. Like we never had a sketch group in college. We did some comedy stuff, but we kind of did separate things.
And then what?
You
like all just... Sorry, go ahead.
It was a combination of film students and writing majors and whatever else. Communications.
A collective of
people.
Creative minds.
Yeah,
right.
We love media.
Real high value on the marketplace kind of folks. Majoring in those things that get you 100K, salaries right off the top. Okay, so no, you guys are all artists. You're doing weird shit at Ithaca College, and then you were all friends in college, and then you decided to move out to LA together, or did you move out independently and all meet up here, or
we all interned out here for a semester. I think most of us the same. Well, at least all us three.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think that was the first
Where'd you
time.
intern?
Like,
I was at Kilborn, like the last couple months of the Craig Kilborn show.
Oh, nice.
There's like a program at our school that for a semester you can come out to LA and just go to a bunch of internships, and not a bunch, but everyone goes to different ones, and it's they kind of get you used to what LA is like and take some classes.
Where'd you intern, Mike?
I did Kilborn for a little bit.
Oh, right.
I mean, I think I did like 10 days there.
We drove him out of the biz.
And I worked at some production company on the Warner Brothers lot.
Nice. I did. I was at James Cameron's Light Storm Entertainment in Santa Monica, and I saw the man himself a couple of times. I didn't meet a Navi, but they were working on Avatar at the time, like
did he always
developing the cameras and shit.
Wait, what year is this?
This would have been 2004.
Okay.
3.
Yeah.
No, but he did arrive. Cameron arrived in a converted Humvee, so not an H2, like the old school military Humvee, and I think it was like converted to electric or something. And I looked at the gearbox, and the gears were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, reverse 1, reverse 2.
Okay, he had a second gear in reverse.
Yeah,
that's
two
badass.
reverse gears and 8 forward gears.
That's hardcore. Yeah, I'm more interested in that second reverse gear.
Yeah, we're really flooring it in reverse.
I really need to get out of this fucking Vaughn's parking lot now.
And just stay going backwards for the rest of the day.
Oh man. Okay, so cool. So you guys were an independent, and so were you all the same graduating class mostly?
Yeah,
yeah, mostly.
And we all did move out here at the same time because we're all just like at the end of the LA semester. One of the teachers or whatever was like, show of hands, who's thinking about moving out here? And I was just mind blown by how few people interned out here, but we're just like, no, I had my fun. I'm good. Going back.
Yeah.
And, we were some of the only people who were like, we're coming out as soon as we graduate, for sure.
So everybody who raised their hands, you looked around and you were like, birthday boys?
Sketch group.
Sketch group.
Yeah, kind of. And then we talked for the summer. We just like kept in touch over the summer, and we're just like, okay, I guess like, was September, I think, after we graduated, because we graduated I worked all summer, and then like as soon as fall hit, I drove out, and you guys were already there for like a day or two, and we started
When did
looking
we
for
move out?
places.
Was that October?
It was
September, October.
September 2005, and I also remember, like how you first get to Los Angeles and you don't understand the geography of how spread out things were. We had like the ultimate example of that, where Jeff's aunt in New Hampshire told us like that we could stay at her timeshare when we were out here, and the timeshare was in Palm Springs.
Oh God.
90 minutes
Okay,
out
you
to
have
the
me
desert.
beat.
Yeah, so we went. I remember like maybe our second night in town, we were like, let's go to the bar from Swingers, and we went to the Dresden.
Yeah,
so we're like,
dude, I did the same thing. We did the same nerdy LA tour.
Yeah,
The
that's
Derby.
what
Did you go to the
did.
Derby? And then the
Yeah,
Los
I live
Feliz,
right by the mess hall now. Yeah,
the place where they played golf too. The 3-part golf,
Yeah.
golf course.
The
but
three
then
par three?
I remember like being out at maybe it was the Dresden, where like they were like closed down at 2 a.m. and we're like, well, that was a fun night, let's go home. And we drove back 90 minutes into the desert,
Oh, amazing.
sleep at the timeshare, wake up, and then come back to like look at Craigslist apartments all day. And then go back
So
to the
yeah,
desert.
you totally have me beat, because mine was Seal Beach. That like we had a family friend. It was like, oh, you can stay with them in Seal Beach, and I was like, oh well, beach, LA, it's
Great.
probably right there, and it's like an
Different-
hour and a half in traffic to get to anywhere.
We
But,
looked at a house that we didn't get or didn't rent, but like would have been devastating because it was in Reseda, and we were like, "Wow, this is a great house. It's big, it's cheap, we can all afford it." And it was like, but Reseda is really far away from stuff. If we had been out there, we would have like probably moved home because we wouldn't have had contact with like the real LA.
But they had a lemon tree. Remember they had a lemon tree we were excited
Yeah,
about?
they had a lot of bees in it, and I think that's why we were like, "Let's get out of here."
I think we would be the lemonade kings of Reseda if we had lived out
Yeah, there you go. You'd have turned those lemons into a job. Watermelon 69 says New Hampshire flex, and I got a flex for New Hampshire because I'm also from New Hampshire, which is I remember now in our general meeting we talked about that, Jefferson.
Oh,
That,
yes. Oh yes.
You know, I was born and bred Goffstown, New Hampshire. Suicide High was what our high school is nicknamed.
Oh boy.
how come?
no.
Sorry to take this to a really dark place really fast. Should we start this over actually?
Back to the top.
Yeah, pretty interesting town. 30,000 people. One Indian family, and a lot of French Canadians and a lot of wasps. That was my life. Remind me where in New Hampshire?
Londonderry.
Londonderry. Oh yeah, right. We talked about this.
Not
'cause
far.
That's where I
Like,
did gymnastics in Londonderry.
Ooh, yeah.
At Spectrum Gymnastics Academy.
I know Spectrum Gymnastics.
Of course you do. You have
Yeah,
5 things in Londonderry, and one of them is
Yeah,
a
yeah,
gymnastics
yeah.
academy. Of course
was-
you fucking
it
know
was-
where Spectrum
It was
Gymnastics.
that was near the movie theater, Cinema 8.
It sure
if
was.
I remember. Oh yeah.
Yep. Right off the highway was that Wendy's that I would stop by and get that Frosty.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
We love
Get a
Wendy's up
Frosty,
there,
go
baby.
to Movies 8.
Mm-hmm. Get that Frosty, go to Movies 8, get a
And go home.
Neck with a girl while watching The Cutting Edge.
Wait, is that
Was that the figure skating movie? Yeah.
That's the
I
first
remember
movie I ever made out at. Was The
Was
Cutting
it
Edge.
a gymnastics friend?
It was not a gymnastics friend.
Hmm.
No, that would be cool. No, I of course crushed on all the gymnastics girls.
Of course.
I mean, they were
You
gorgeous
gotta.
and flexible and wearing leotards every day.
Sure.
It was pretty hard not to. But yeah, none of them would date me. No, none of them were interested.
Were there a lot of dudes doing it? Because I had another friend, my friend David, was big into gymnastics at Spectrum.
David who?
David Noblet.
No, I don't know. I'm just kidding. Wait, it was at Spectrum?
Yeah.
Say the last name again?
Pretty sure. Noblet. Noblet.
I don't- and he's our age?
Yeah. But like,
I would have.
I mean, how many guys?
He was
were doing
lying to you because I would know
gymnastics
everybody.
back
Yeah,
in
there's
the
like
80s?
6. There's 6 dudes that
Yeah, you
did
must
it.
have had your pick of the litter.
Yeah. Yeah, well. I think the whole category of gymnastics guys was not necessarily high on anybody's lists
I
of
see.
interest. But anyway, yeah. So what did you do in Londonderry? What were you doing there? Dairy farming?
You pick apples, tip cows.
Mhm.
There's not a lot going on.
Is your family still out there?
They live up by Winnipesaukee now. They live like an hour north.
Oh, they moved on up to the
What about Bob
Lake
Country?
House? Yep.
What about Bob Country?
What about Bob Country? Exactly. All right. And so Mike, where are you from?
I am from Rochester, New York. Sorry, I just clicked something on Twitch and I.
Yeah, you look scared.
Whoa! Did I just give a prize away to somebody?
Dude, what did you just empty our Twitch bank account?
I don't
just
know.
got a Venmo for 10 grand.
I don't know. This is not good. I told you I shouldn't be on this thing. I know. I'm from Rochester, New York. It's about hour and a half west of or east of Buffalo. Cold country.
Yeah, that is cold. But not far from Ithaca, right?
Not too far. That's like hour 45. Is that somebody told me that's a like an East Coast thing, is describing a distance by the time it takes to get there rather than the distance?
Oh, is that East? Because I do that. Is that East Coast specific?
That's what somebody told me, but I told them to shut up.
On the West Coast, I think you say how many palm trees you'll pass on the drive.
Right. How many burger stops, man?
Yeah, how many in and outs? I'm 3 in and outs from you, man.
I'm 2 animal styles away from you.
What I was trying
I hate
to do
those
is
people.
I was trying to look at Hargelbarg here in the chat is asking me what I'm drinking. I've got a rum and cranberry apple.
Ooh, is that one of the drinks that you made on your podcast?
No, this was just kind of I had the cranberry.
Freestyling.
This was starting. I was like, "Ooh, what do we got?"
Just stuff in your fridge, quick stuff in your whatever you got. It's like, yeah, and a half open can of pinto beans. Fuck it.
Pinto powder.
Tim, where are you from?
I'm from upstate New York, a little town called Olive Bridge, which is sort of like the Woodstock, Kingston, Catskills, Hudson Valley area north of the city. And I'm drinking a glass of water in a Lisa Simpson pint glass.
Hey.
Whoa.
Classy.
Homer's daughter, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Homer's daughter. That's what you would do these days.
That's what it says right here. Homer's daughter. I was a production assistant on the Simpsons movie, so I went to the wrap party and got pint glasses.
Here's what I'm impressed by is that you still have like that. I'm impressed that you still have the swag.
I know. I've kept them in the rotation. And,
that's great.
I think maybe 3 of 4 have smashed, but I still got Lisa.
Tim, do you remember you set up an interview for me to interview about like being a PA on the movie?
Mm-hmm.
And I went in and I interviewed, and the person was like, "So, it's going to be a lot of hours. There might be some weekend stuff. Are you available to the weekend?" I was like, "Nah, the weekend is sort of my time." When you went back to work, she was like, "Tim, does your friend Mike want this job, or why did he come in?"
The weekends are my time.
Imagine, yeah, that's the way that Hollywood works like that. When like
totally.
a millionaire producers
that.
need, like we would bother that kid that we pay minimum wage to. Yeah, we can't bother him on the weekend.
That's fair. This guy who wants to work his way up. That's his stuff.
Right.
Also, Mike, like, I mean, now I think you could say something like that. And it's like, oh yeah, he's probably, he's doing sets or he's got a podcast. Back then, I know you had nothing going on.
Well,
the weekend.
What was going on the weekends, Mike?
My thinking was, I've got to be prepared. Like if the birthday boys are making videos and stuff, I got to keep my.
That was already going on. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but not to the extent that I should have like kept my weekend.
I thought you were like maybe presenting like the idea of scarcity. Like, hey. Like a lot of people want Mike. Like Mike is in demand. Like his weekends are booked the fuck out. So here's what I can give you. Here's what I can allot you. Tuesdays and Thursdays.
My weekends are usually
we'll take whatever we can get.
Late.
This guy.
I'm gonna hang out with the guys in the kiddie pool in the backyard. Probably drink some beers. So yeah, that's Saturday, and then Sunday really I can't do.
Okay, so you guys are all taking these little like internship, not little, cool internships and PA jobs at the start, right? Like when do things start picking up with the birthday boys? So you're making these sketches, you're editing them on the weekends, you're booked out editing these on the weekends. So when does stuff start picking up for you? When do you notice that like, hey, things are moving?
Well, that middle stretch stretched on long enough to make us real grumpy. I think that like we hit the ground running. We're like 22 or something when we start, and then maybe like we're like 25 when we're thinking like, okay, we got a sketch group and we're doing shows at night and we're shooting videos on the weekend, but we have day jobs. And you want that to last for maybe 1 year. But I do think it was maybe like 4 years of that slog, just enough to make us truly almost break down and lose our minds. And then when you're just barely on the cusp, we like got jobs and were able to quit the day jobs. But the overlap, it's like I don't even remember it because it was like 4 years of just like fully maxed out.
And the day jobs at this point, were they all like film production related or post production related?
Somewhat, yeah.
Like truly just PAs. Like there was a one time right before. This is my I only had 2 PA jobs in LA, but they were both lasted like several years. And the first one was at a reality company. They produced Gene Simmons' Family Jewels on A&D. And then the second one was a design company that I worked at with Mike. With Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's not here. With Mike. There we go.
There you go.
But that was great because we had Final Cut on our computers at work. And so like we could just edit Birthday Boys videos.
Wow.
And then every once in a while they would be like, hey, can you guys run to Office Depot? And we'd be like, oh, fine. Like totally forgetting that we had to work. It was kind of a nice setup, but
fine. I'll hit render.
Because it's a weekday, I'll go. Yes.
But if it's the weekend, I can do it.
Yeah, this weekend.
Jeff and I had a situation where the company was in this like big high-rise building, and across the hall they like branched out the office to like a new office across the hall. So we're gonna have
annex. Yeah, they were like, we got a new clump of rooms. Yeah, across the hall.
Unfurnished except for some desks, and Jeff and I were over there just to like make room. And they're like, okay, so you'll have the phone, and if we need anything, we'll just pick up the phone. So Jeff and I unplugged the phone and wouldn't get on our instant messenger and just work on Birthday Boy stuff.
Nice.
And so like
Pleasin says this is the documentary we all needed. This is this is going to be the new Billie Eilish documentary right there.
Yeah.
And like so much of the work that you get of like the jobs that you inherit as a PA are like you're nearby and somebody's like, oh, could you just run this over here? Or like, oh, could you get lunch for these guys who are editing or doing graphics or whatever? Mm-hmm. And so the best grift of all was to just not be around. like they had to physically like walk down the hall and key into a new suite to find us. And like, hey, and to us it was just like, hey, you know where we are.
Yeah.
But
if you were too close, you're going to get used. That's so
we
funny.
Get, like roped in. Oh, man,
I remember PAing on some SNL sketches that my now friend Scott Wainio was doing. He was a writer on the show, and then they gave him some money to do some sketches. This was like pre Lonely Island. This is pre. Who's before the Lonely Island that was doing sketches?
Chevy Chase.
I've heard of him.
Monty Python.
No, like video sketches.
Like Stella. Old English.
No, was Lonely Island the first?
Smigel?
Maybe Smigel.
Oh, at SNL. Yeah, okay.
At SNL, they like the first time they started doing like pre-taped videos. Like, anyway, it was like I think it was maybe it was just the Lonely Island. It was like they gave some money to Scott Wainio and they gave some money to Lonely Island, and they were like, "All right, make us some sketches, and whoever makes the sketches that we love, that's who's going to get on air." Well, you know who won that one?
No, who was it? Was it your friend?
Anyway, but I PA'd on that. That was my first PA gig, and I remember being praised for exactly what you're talking about, which is just being there. Mm-hmm. Like they were like, "Yeah, this kid's always around set, and he's always like, around Video Village." Like, and I was like, "Wow, is that all you have to do?" And they started giving me like production coordinator shit, and then like they wanted me to start producing practically, and I was like, "Oh, so you just have to be like vaguely competent and there," and apparently.
Yes.
You'll rise the ranks.
Don't lock yourself in a weird room.
We took the opposite approach where, Mike, I remember them coming up to you and being like, Mike, so do you want to learn how to archive? And you were like,
yeah, I PA'd on that.
like fully looking people in the eye and telling them that you did not want to advance. You wanted to stay where you were. You wanted to be ignorant. It was like mind-blowing to me because I always thought you had to say yes.
The guy who asked me that, Kurt, like totally got, it was about, he wanted to know if I wanted to make the work on the website or something and learn Dreamweaver. And I was like, no, I don't.
Dreamweaver. Good God.
I don't really
that
want to
took me
do
back.
any of this stuff. This is just a day job for me because I do birthday boy stuff and that's what I do. And he was like, I that's why I'm asking you because I know you don't want to be here. You don't want to really be here.
You don't want to be here.
Like he was cool about like I know.
Yeah, no,
you
he
have
was
other
cool.
ideas.
Yeah.
And I was the archivist at that place.
Mike,
Yeah,
there's a
yeah,
lot
I
of love
remember.
for you in chat here. Mike is so punt rock. They were very excited when you put on a hat.
Oh yeah, good.
They called you Mike Hatford.
Huh? Oh,
Whoa.
That's the ultimate
it's two
punk
different
rock
people.
move, putting on
Yeah.
a baseball cap.
an old.
What hat is that? Is that a King's hat?
This is an old like '90s King's
King's
hat.
hat. Yeah. Okay.
Ooh, Gretzky.
Nice.
Okay. All right. Are you a LA Kings fan now? Or do you,
I
you
was
still a
when I
Rangers
lived in
fan? What
LA.
do you people in
I'm a
Rochester
Montreal
like?
Canadiens fan.
What?
Yeah.
Disgusting. I'm a Bruins
yeah.
fan.
What?
Oh, you're a Bruins fan.
Yeah,
Of
of
course.
course.
'cause
Yeah,
you're-
baby.
Yeah,
Fucking
yeah.
New Hampshire.
Bobby Orr.
But I was just watching a little documentary about Bobby Orr the other day. He could really play. But yeah, when I was in LA, I'd go to Kings games all the time.
I bought a Montreal Canadiens hat once when I visited Montreal, and I brought it back to New Hampshire and wore it, and promptly got my ass kicked.
Yeah.
It was like not okay. I was like, I just thought it was a cool hat, and then they were just like, you never.
It's not.
Like the teachers were not on my side. I got my ass kicked. The teacher was like, "Oh, you're wearing a Montreal Canadiens
Well, what
hat."
hat were you
Well,
wearing? I went to the Winter Classic a couple years ago when the Bruins were playing the Canadiens out in Gillette where the Patriots play.
sure.
And I was wearing a Canadiens hat, and some Bruins guys were around me and like doing a little bit like, "Hey, let's get this guy," and I was like, "Ha ha ha," and it was a little bit like, "Yeah, but we could though." It's like, "Oh, I know, don't.
We could end your life.
yeah, I get it.
I get it.
I get it. I'm with you. I'm cool. I'm hip.
Don't.
I'm hip to the almost being killed by.
I'm hip to this whole thing, man. I
The
know
whole
you don't
murder
like me.
scene, yeah.
I tell you, if I wasn't wearing the hat, you probably wouldn't like me. So
So, what's next for the Sloppy Boys? What do you guys? So you're hoping that this pandemic ends. I assume you guys are rooting against the pandemic.
We're
Yeah.
anti-pandemic.
Okay, that's. I just wasn't sure.
But we didn't really hear about it until recently. Just in the last few weeks, we heard about all this COVID stuff. And
God, what you guys were so busy editing.
we were making our cocktail podcast, just really immersed in the measurements of the drinks and everything. But yeah, no, I mean, the weird thing was that we put out an album during this weird year. So in like the end of July, we put out our third album, and normally, it's such a long slog. We record our albums real fast, like in 3 days, but then there's like a couple months of like mixing and mastering that happens. And then when it's finally done, you're all excited. And we never got to have a big album release party. We never got to have a home show, nor did we get to go on tour or any of it. So all of that, we're just kind of podcasting away until we can go nuts out there.
Were you guys doing a lot of touring pre-pandemic? It sounds like you were.
We were
2019
just
we were,
getting
yeah.
like the hang of it. Like we kicked it off with like a mini tour. I don't know if you know Don't Stop or We'll Die. They're like our sister band.
They're the other funny LA band.
Yeah,
I'll have them on too,
Paul
and
Russ,
we'll
Mike
compare
Cassidy.
the two
Yeah,
streams.
it's a showdown.
Who's sillier? But we combined, we have like a pretty good draw and play some pretty big rooms, and we were really getting the hang of like how to tour. Like our two bands could like share a drum set and certain amps and equipment, and we all fit in a van, and we knew what kind of Airbnbs we could stay in and how many people like needed beds or whatever. And
was it just not?
We
did not each person need a bed?
Well, some people like to sleep on the floor.
Yeah, some people are chill with. So you guys
on
have
the
a good
counter
back
or
still.
cupboard. Tub.
Lots of times we wouldn't, we'd be trying to just walk off stage and the groupies would pull us off in every direction and we'd never make it back to the hotel whatsoever.
Right.
So.
You just ripped away from each other and can hopefully you'll find your way
guys,
back.
I'll see you back in LA.
Hopefully none of you get miseried.
Yeah,
we all did. Every night we get miseried.
You get miseried
like,
every
I
night.
hate this part.
every
our
night.
poor ankles. Oh.
It's all what's her name? Kathy Bates. Thank you. I was blanking on it. It's just her every time.
Yeah,
she's a huge Sloppy Boys fan.
Harglabarg again is on the chat is saying vinyl, please. PLSSS. I thought that was vinyl piss. Anyway, we are.
I also thought that was vinyl piss, so I ignored it. And so I'm really glad you clarified that for me.
I still think it's vinyl piss.
We are figuring out how to get a vinyl thing happening. The pandemic kind of messed that up for us too.
Big time, baby. That was going to be the big thing.
There's a huge
be
vinyl shortage now. Sorry. I was going to get a bit of it. Yeah, someone in chat was like, I saw you guys in Brooklyn. Saw the boys twice in Brooklyn, says Bed-Stuy beer guy.
Yeah. Those were great shows at the Bell House.
Where I was gonna say, where had you toured? So obviously Brooklyn. Where are some other spots?
Brooklyn,
Is there some?
We went to Philly, DC, Boston,
and then we had lined up. We were gonna do Portland and Seattle, which we didn't get to do because of COVID. But then we've done some San Francisco and some San Diego. We've neglected the South, so that's we really want to make sure we get like Austin or Atlanta or something like that pretty soon.
I feel like the South
Mike,
will eat
you
guys
mentioned
up.
Yeah.
Well, I hope so. Also, Chicago, Subterranean was awesome.
Italy.
Yeah, that was a fun show.
Yeah. Chicago, Italy.
Chicago, Italy.
Just clarify, please.
The pizzas they have. The pizzas. Oh yeah.
Where's a place that you
come to UK? That would be fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say where's a place out of the country you'd like to go play, and maybe is it Europe? Is it South Africa tour? You guys want to do an India tour? Should I hook you up with my family out there?
Yes. Oh my god, I would love that.
That would be so.
I'm so pitifully under traveled for a guy my age. I've been like nowhere.
I'll take you out there, Jeff. I'll show you around.
All right, great.
I want to go. I want to play live at the Acropolis. You know,
Ooh, yeah.
Where's that?
Do like a Yanni style show out there in
Greece.
Athens.
Athens.
Yeah.
Athens,
Tokyo,
Georgia. Baby. Let's go to Tokyo. We'll play. We should play at the Sega headquarters. or some.
Sonic sits in on guitar. Baby.
Yeah, man.
They can do that, dude. They can do that shit. All right, they can have Sonic pop on stage with you.
What's their Times Square? They got like a big old neon.
I know nothing about.
Sonic
Japan
Square,
is so next on my list of places that I want to go. I hear they're also baby friendly. It's very easy to travel with your kids to Japan.
Wow.
Apparently.
Oh, interesting.
And then it's just like they like really revere your children. Like it's not like an inconvenience to them when you walk into a restaurant with a kid. They're not like, oh fuck, it's more like they really like care.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's cool.
As opposed to America. Like, get that kid out of
like,
here.
Oh, shit. Throw him some
we don't
crayons.
serve their kind. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that. And you guys have kids? You guys married? What's going on?
We don't have any kids, but we have a lot of sperm.
Yeah. Great. Saving that
Millions.
up. Billions. That's a good. That's a healthy sperm count. Have you ever gotten your sperm count tested before?
I haven't.
We should do that.
For the blowout.
For the blowout.
Patreon
I think you should.
show.
For Patreon, we'll do who's got the biggest sperm count.
I think you should do exactly.
No, let's see who's got the biggest sperm.
the biggest sperm
I got
and
one
the most
huge
sperm.
That sounds like a good idea. I just don't know how we'd get them out.
So what do you send someone in there? Or
what do you do here? Is this like an extraction thing?
Oh, Mike, we have so much to tell you about right now.
I'll send you some tweezers and you just get in there.
Get in there.
Pull them out.
You gotta be aggressive.
I'll try to wriggle away.
All right, you're officially nasty, Tim.
You gotta lure them out. You gotta put sperm bait.
A little piece of cheese. Just that size of your urethra.
You go to the store, you buy a carton of eggs, you open it up, and you sit on
they
it
love
naked.
eggs. They love eggs.
They love eggs, man. They love hard-boiled eggs.
It's like setting a trap for a leprechaun.
Yeah. And get a shoebox and put then like a pencil
with a stick.
That's how you get your sperm.
That's how you get
if you had to guess which one of you has the highest sperm count.
Let's see.
I would say
and
Mike,
why?
Just because Mike, because of the marathon thing. I feel like truly you're probably the healthiest.
Oh, what he's referring to is I do a sex marathon every year.
6. Well, then you would have the least because you're using them all
Yeah,
up.
you're using it all up.
That's true.
Tim and I, we
26.2 miles.
Hey, here's the thing, though, Michael. Are you taking hot baths? Are you wearing boxer shorts? Because these can affect.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
I'm doing boxer shorts. I don't take baths. The shower gets pretty hot.
You do a hot shower?
Scalding hot shower and the head is right on your groin.
You got one of those detachable shower heads and you just go, you go straight for the inverted.
I don't know what I'm doing here.
What about Mountain Dew? You drink Mountain Dew? That's supposed to be bad.
Right.
Bad for the boys.
Yep.
That's got to be a myth.
Do you smoke the pot? Because that's not.
I've been known to.
And I hear pineapple's really good for your. Well, actually, it just makes your sperm taste good. I hear. I don't know. That's what I heard.
That's good for them too. They want to taste good.
Whose balls are the largest? The easiest way to find. Yeah, this conversation has derailed. You're correct on it.
Yeah, we got a little nasty.
I mean, come on. It's the sloppy boys. What are you gonna do?
True. That's true.
How are you not gonna get a little nasty? And like I said, I didn't prepare for this at all. So
we could
I have
measure
a list
balls
of questions.
with forceps. we'll like
just keep cranking away.
What gauge forceps you are?
Yeah.
by weight, says 10,000 sandwiches. By weight. So who has the densest balls? Not necessarily the biggest balls.
Interesting. Yeah. Heaviest.
The heaviest balls.
Mine are huge and light. They almost float up like.
They're like beach balls.
Like helium balloons.
That's a problem.
I don't know how to segue out of this, you guys.
No need. Let's stay here.
Maybe we segue out of this by showing your next video.
Hey, I'll do that.
Hey, throw a 3 in chat if you want to see another Sloppy Boys video. Let's see who's excited.
Hey, I'll throw
so Tim, you want to see the video?
I'm in.
10,000 sandwiches. Yeah, here we go. Okay, that's enough. I got it. That gives me enough motivation to do it.
Too many threes.
Let's see those threes.
And I saw someone on Twitch doing this. Like, hey, put a 7 in chat for this. And I was like, that's fun. That seems. So I stole it.
I like picking a specific number, changing it up. We had the ones before. Now it's a 3.
Now it's
so
a 3.
When you go back and look through the ledger, you don't get confused. When we file them away into the cabinet at the end of the night.
All right, here we go. This is the second video that we queued up. And it's in some ways, many ways, a continuation of.
Oh, yeah.
Right? There's a
spiritual sequel.
Yeah, a spiritual sequel. Right. Here we go.
You know, they build these things as healthy snacks, but they actually have calories in them. Hey, what's up by your foot?
It's like an apple with one bite taken out of it.
No, your other foot.
I don't know. Want to check it out?
I'll be totally wrecked. The Master Born River! The Master Born River! The Master Born River! Master Born
And now for
trick yet. I'm going to make a pee-pee from my wee-wee.
Ooh.
That was crazy.
Yeah. Hey, what happened to that apple with the bite taken out of it?
It's an apple with one bite taken out of it.
Oh yeah, and we're back. Woo! Wow, we lost Jefferson, but we gained a drink, guys. I got a drink. You inspired me.
Nice. What are you drinking
You
there?
inspired me to get a little day drunk. So just some bourbon and some ice.
Nice.
That's it.
Very
Little bullet. Ooh, Fireball. I love Fireball.
Yeah.
I feel a little ashamed in saying that I love Fireball, but I love Fireball.
Yeah,
I just found
was
it a couple years ago, and it's like so fun.
Because it tastes just like those atomic fireballs when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And we'd that was like our Bitcoin. That was our currency. That was not true currency. In I don't know if that was the same way for you guys. It was like
Yeah,
it was like our prison
Those like
currency.
little guys. It was like having poker chips or something.
Yeah.
You know
what?
Warheads were
Warheads too.
Oh, warheads.
Totally.
Oh my god. Or airheads. Those
Airheads.
like straps. Those like taffy straps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Londonderry, there was a Coca-Cola bottling plant. You know, and they would bottle like the 20 ounces, and kids would break into the dumpsters and find, because like when you would turn in the caps for like Red Hot Summer free 20-ounce Coke, they would occasionally find a bag of winning caps and steal it. And so like kids all around our schools would have just like tons of free Coca-Cola caps.
Amazing.
That's awesome.
Score. My friends worked at McDonald's, and so they would get all the Monopoly stickers,
Nice.
right? They would just take the cup, like what do you call it? A ream of cups? I don't know what you call a package of cups. But you know, empty cups or whatever, like right off the factory truck, and just steal them and collect all. We had so many Monopoly boards that were all missing the one winning piece.
Right. Yeah.
It's just you realize, there's just. I mean, we had many free Egg McMuffins, that's for sure. But
Oh yeah,
all the good
I feel
stuff.
like stuff
Didn't even get jet
stuff like
skis.
that.
Nothing.
You used to win so much easier, at least small stuff.
Right.
Like I remember back in the original Coke ones, it was like 1 in 3 or 1 in 4 was at least a free soda.
Right.
And now it's like even that is rare. It's like 1 in 10 to get like a free bottle of soda.
It seems to me like there was a switch where all of a
bullshit,
sudden
man.
to win something you had to like go on a website to see if your number made.
Well,
like,
now you got to
open
post on
Snickers.
social media.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh.
Back in my day,
You'd win instantly.
you just
No.
get. I was just talking to my wife about this. We were talking about how much of a liar I am, like an accidental liar.
Uh-huh.
I wonder if you guys do this too at all, but like I like pull pieces from different stories and then push them together as if it's one story because that's the best narrative for it.
Sure.
Like I didn't realize. So I guess I had been telling. This is a long walk, so I'll try to shorten it up.
Tell it.
I'd been telling a story about Billie Eilish to the EffinFunny team and how we have this like weird connection to her family. Like my wife's does loop group with her mom.
Her mom.
Like, interface with her mom before. And so I had this story in my head, and I don't know how I got it, that like she got sent one of Billie Eilish's songs like early on, and we listened to it and thought it was cool, but never thought much of it. And then later found out, oh, that's the Billie Eilish, the same one. Holy crap. Like we heard her music on SoundCloud before it went huge and we didn't even know. And Anand said, I thought that was so cool after, yeah. Anand's in chat right now being like, oh man, we thought Sandeep was so cool after he told us that story. But apparently it was like a story, like, I mix like two stories together. Like, so my wife does know Maggie, her mom or whatever, but like someone else was the one that got the SoundCloud and she had told me that. And so I just put it in my head as like, oh, she must've sent us the SoundCloud and I don't remember, whatever. Anyway. And so she's like, yeah, I think you're just a liar. You're like an accidental liar. And like, I'm like, but in my head, it was so true. And so the reason why I bring this up is because this is the long walk. I remember as a kid, I did lie about winning the Skittles trip to Disneyland. I don't know if you guys remember that thing, but it was like, it was in my 3rd or 4th grade. And like, we did go to Disneyland. My family went to Disneyland and we came back and all my friends were like, oh wow, did you win the Skittles trip? Cause that was like the thing. And I was like, looking around and being like, yeah, we won the Skittles trip. Yeah. Cause I just wanted to be cool.
Can you believe it?
Well, you did the hard part, which was going to Disneyland.
I know. I was like, I got proof. I know all the rides. I got pictures. Of course I won the Skittles thing. And so it like blasted around my school as like, oh yeah, Sandeep won the Skittles thing. And and then eventually somehow it came out, or, like, I don't know how they found out, but they found out that I did not win the Skittles thing. And then I was branded as the liar. I was like, Sandeep, the liar. He lies. And it was like a stigma that I had to carry with me. Like, they wouldn't trust me. Like, they didn't pick me for their like kickball team because I was
wait
a
a minute.
liar.
Somebody in the chat says actually was the Reese's trip.
No.
Was it Reese's or so? Okay.
It was definitely Skittles.
To us about which candy it was?
I would not lie to you. I've matured, and I thought I have. It was definitely the Skittles.
That sucks so much. Like, imagine if you're a parent and you brought your kids to Disney World and you paid for the whole thing, you planned the whole thing, and then the kid's like, "No, I got to go for free."
Dude, that's probably how I got busted. My dad was like, "Fuck that, we paid for that trip."
Yeah, really. Oh my god,
that's so funny. Okay, I just want to. I'm scrubbing chat real quick to see what people thought of your video. Oh, most people were just like excited to smoke weed, which that makes sense. You guys inspire.
Because that stuff gets you high.
Inspire the fire.
Watching your video or smoking weed?
Our video gets you started, and then
if you really want to get high, nothing beats weed.
Drugs of any sort, really, they'll get you there.
I love talking about drugs, you guys. I really do.
Oh, yeah. I'm jonesing for drugs right now.
Are you really, or are you making a joke about that?
I'm making a joke about that.
Okay. That's fine. I don't know. I don't know what your lifestyle is. I don't know if you guys, at 420, do you? We're all old. We're all too old now, I think, for that.
I've never been much of the doobie sparker. Even in my prime, and I was always just sink into a couch and be like, "Are people noticing how quiet I am? Am I being too quiet?"
No, Tim, when you refer to your prime, what do you refer to?
Yeah, let's talk about your prime.
9 years old. I actually remembered like one of the few times, I feel like I would always like, if I were like high and having a bad time, I'd feel like I embarrassed myself real bad, and then other people didn't even notice because it was just my perception. It's almost as if it makes you paranoid. I don't know. I'll look into that later. But I do remember, Jeff, one time you and I were talking about how Mel Gibson has this thing about how he likes to be tortured in movies. So his characters are like sympathetic characters. And you were talking about Braveheart and Lethal Weapon, and about how that's like a running theme in Mel Gibson movies. It's like, if you want the audience on your side, have the bad guy torture you, and then they're like, "Oh, we love this."
Or kill his family, right? Like it's always about killing his family.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And like the Patriot.
But then,
well, like that was like in the morning of a day, and then later that night, I smoked weed, which I never ever do, and I was having a real bad time, and I got real quiet. But then out of nowhere, I turned to you, and I was like, "Pocahontas," and you were like, "What?" And I was like, "John Smith in Pocahontas gets all tied up, and they're gonna kill him in Pocahontas." And Mel Gibson did the voice, and you didn't know what I was talking about, because I was like continuing a conversation from 10 hours earlier.
Wow.
First of all, I thought you were going to say Passion of the Christ.
Oh, I should have said Passion of the Christ.
But that's not.
Well, I
him,
guess
right?
that's not him though. You're right.
Yeah, he really tweaked that story to.
Yeah,
took
if
some,
you were telling that story, you would have mashed it in with a few other things and then won a trip to Disneyland.
For sure. I would have thrown a lot of Krishna backstory into the Passion of the Christ. So okay, so you're a paranoid high.
Yeah.
It sounds like. What about you fellas, Jefferson and Mike? Do you guys partake, or are you just putting in your videos?
When I partake, it's definitely I can't be around a lot of people. Like I wouldn't do it at a party because I know I'm just going to could be quiet or weird or something. I like to be home with a small group if possible.
That's the lesson I learned in my 20s is like, hey, if you smoke weed at a party, it's the last thing you're going to be doing at the party.
Really?
I generally I want to go away and be quiet, be home watching movies or eating or something. I get socially.
Doesn't it depend on the strain?
Out.
If it's indica
say that, but like,
or sativa,
I don't know.
Is that bullshit?
See, if it's Maui Wowie, it's kind of a mellow high. But if it's Pineapple Express.
I've only once had someone like describe what it's supposed to do, and it actually is that. He's like, this is a mellow out, and you are just cool with everything. And I was like, okay, and it worked. And then all the other ones, like the indica, sativa, I don't know. That's all.
Yeah, I think that indica and sativa are a real distinction, but also I think that all weed makes me tired in 3 hours. Like I would still smoke a ton of weed if you show me any weed that doesn't make me tired in 3 hours.
Okay, so I don't know. It must just be you know how like there was that book about your blood type and you can eat certain foods if you're a certain blood type or whatever, and some people can't. I wonder if it's like similar, because for me, and this is my pre-baby days, I don't really partake much anymore except for occasional gummies. But in my prime, I think I was 11. It was more like it totally like makes me hyper. I don't know how or why, but I get very talkative and chatty. It's actually it's a very social thing, and alcohol has that effect, that soporific sort of I want to just chill effect, which is weird, right?
Or you got them flipped.
Like, especially brown alcohol. If it's beers, that can be very social for me. But brown alcohol,
can just slow you down.
Slows me down. But pot, for whatever reason, I get that
like talkativeness with pot sometimes.
I'm just like, and I'm sure nobody wants to hear what I'm saying. But I feel like
I've been told I'm annoying.
Yeah, I feel like I'm making great connections, great ideas, and I'm talking nonstop. But I don't know. Let's see. Someone said they haven't done enough research to know for real what strain does what. Take it off Schedule 1. Let's research that shit. Okay, guys, let's do it.
Well, that's a whole other podcast.
Yeah,
we haven't even gotten into other substances.
Let's talk about the substance you have got into then. What's your favorite cocktail you guys have put together on your podcast?
Ooh, hard-hitting questions.
Yeah.
I think the one that really shocked me. There's ones I knew I would like and ones I knew I wouldn't.
What was
the
most shocking? I like that.
But here this will. Have you ever heard of one called the Trinidad Sour?
No, I have not.
We had never heard of it, and we read about it, and it was on this cocktail list that we've been following, and we chose it just randomly, like, okay, this week we're doing the Trinidad Sour. And then we looked in the ingredients. The main ingredient, there's like a few different things in it, but the main ingredient that has like an ounce and a half is bitters.
Oh,
Angostura bitters.
I love Angostura bitters.
Like you put a little
but
you splash it.
A teeny little splish splash.
Yeah. This is like the whole thing.
Did you know that even has alcohol in it? I thought it was just flavor.
I did know it had alcohol in it, but I didn't think it was never something that I would like take a shot of or anything.
Yeah,
get
didn't know
ready.
you could. But
this one is good.
It tastes, when you have a lot of it, it tastes like tree bark and it's really harsh. But this drink, the Trinidad Sour, is from Brooklyn in like 2009 or something, and they mixed it with just enough like almond syrup and lemon and just enough stuff to like sand down the edges and make it like drinkable.
Mm-hmm.
And it was truly like what a recipe is supposed to be, where like separately the ingredients are bad and then you put them all together and it makes a whole new taste. And that was like on our podcast. It was the first time we were like, oh man, this is like gastronomy.
this is legit.
Like different flavors would pop in and out and like have time to do their thing. And we were like, whoa.
Kind of like Christmassy, kind of had like a wintry, spicy sort of mulled cider type vibe to it too.
Oh, yeah.
Really,
I love that.
Really
I love mulled spices.
It's worth
like
trying because it's so cool. It's just so
most of the time.
different.
most of the time our drinks are like this fruit juice and this vodka or this liquor. Like a hurricane is great. A tequila sunrise is great. Cosmopolitan, great. Those have all been hits. But I think personally, I make old fashions the most, just because
That's what I do.
I got the Luxardo cherries, man, and then
that's it.
Like,
That's you have to have the Luxardo cherries.
Just they're fucking. I can't believe I'm going through them so fast. Like it makes me sad to see the syrup go down.
Do you spoon the syrup in, like on its own a little bit?
I give myself just enough because I want to make it last. Oh man,
rationing it out.
Like little gold pellets. Oh
no,
god,
I mean, anytime if I order an old fashioned someplace and they give me just a regular cherry, I'm like, no, don't get anything from this place. Don't trust anything. Don't even get their nachos.
Burn it to the ground. Yeah.
How dare they?
But yeah, I got like the big ice cube trays.
Yeah.
You know?
What do you think this is?
So between
what do you think this is?
Let's see it.
Look at that.
Ooh.
Oh, look at that. Look at that chonker.
Where?
Oh yeah.
You gotta do it.
Those.
Between that and the Luxardo, it's like you're making old fashions all the time.
That is my drink of choice, the old fashioned for sure. But I'm very curious about this Trinidad. What was it? Trinidad sour.
Sour.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you want the recipe, just go on our Instagram or something.
Well, what episode is that?
Recently, it's only a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
19?
Mike, what's your favorite drink? You didn't
My
name
fave,
you didn't name names.
My fave was the most surprising. The Cosmopolitan was delicious.
Yeah,
I never had one before because it seemed like, oh, that's the Sex and the City drink. That's none of my business.
Yeah, look at you breaking gender stereotypes.
Yeah, and that's what I'm learning on the show. It was so good, and it's like easy to make, and it's it got me hooked on cranberry juice. That's for sure.
Yeah,
it's good for your UTIs, Mike.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
All of your UTIs.
Yeah,
plural.
because I have.
You've got several simultaneous UTIs going on.
No, I love the Cosmopolitan. I was definitely I would get a Cosmopolitan, I'd order it and then but ask for it in a rocks glass, you know, because I was insecure.
Well, also
about who I was.
I think those coupe glasses and martini glasses, I think, are just a pain in the ass.
That's okay. That's what I was also
I
going to
like
say
the
that.
martini
I agree.
glass.
They're a pain in the ass. They're a pain.
I don't like a top heavy stemmy thing.
Yeah,
like
they
give me a
often spill.
ballast. Yeah.
I like them because you can kind of like you're talking and splashing around. You're doing like a
Mike,
Arthur.
you can splash any drink you want, really.
Gesturing wildly, making broad points.
And another
Howlin' Mad Mike has a question, and no, you are not overstepping. By the way, any of you guys, I didn't say it at the beginning, but please feel free to ask questions in chat, and I will pull them out. I've done a terrible job of that. So we're going to ask your question, Howlin' Mad Mike. What cocktail you guys are most excited to try?
Ooh, well, I'm amped when we finally make our way to the martini. That'll be nice. Just the dry classic martini. That's probably my go-to. Me and my wife drink them a lot at home, and I haven't like read the official recipe. I just kind of wing it all the time. So I want to make myself a real proper one, and
isn't the thing about the martini because there's not much going on, right? It's the vermouth. There's like a vermouthy thing going on where you like coat the glass and pour it out or something.
Yeah, that type of thing. And and it's I think that their measurements, which I haven't tried, it's like 6-to-1, 6 gin to 1 vermouth. So it's still a pretty small amount of vermouth.
Yeah.
But usually when I make it at home, I just put a little dripper and then I put a glug of olive juice and I'm shaking it. And
got a couple follow-ups for you and splashing around.
Yeah, there you go.
Tim, follow-ups here. Miranda.text. Oh boy.
Miranda.text. Yeah.
Miranda.text. I get it now. Gina or Gina. Oh my Lord. What's going on in my brain? Gin or vodka martini?
I got to go Gina.
You going to go Gina? You got to go Gina.
No, gin. And I'll tell you, I don't even like expensive gin. I've tried them all and I love Seagram's that it's like bottom shelf down by your feet.
The dusty kind. The dustier, the better.
I've been getting into that Beefeater gin for my vodkas. For my vodkas.
No, Beefeater.
Okay, I'm done with the rum.
Mike, when you drink too much rum, you can't talk about gin.
Yeah.
It's a very specific drunk.
When I drink rum, I call gin vodka. So
I think the rum in your system is sabotaging other drinks.
Have more of us. What do you care?
No, I've noticed that I like cheap gins, and then when you get to the top shelf gin, they taste like botanical and juniper, and they could be good on their own, but it's not good for. I don't want my martini to taste like a flower.
Right, it's like potpourri or something like that. It's like I don't want that flavor outside of my bathroom smelling. Okay, so that people are asking also shaken or stirred whimsical dino.
I shake the hell out of them. The stir is for people who like them silky, but I like to have those little crunchy ices in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too. Shake the hell out of it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would shake anything. I know we took a cocktail class a couple weeks ago from our buddy Jack Schramm, and he told us why you don't shake everything. Certain things you want them to be like nice and melty and flat.
Mm-hmm.
But me, if you let me shake it, I'm gonna shake.
You're gonna shake it. I mean, it's a shaker
every time.
But I know I remember learning from somebody that was like, "Oh, you don't shake that much. You like 2 shakes, and that's actually all you need." And I'm like,
"Ah."
But it's a toy.
Shake it so you can barely hold it because it's so cold.
Oh,
that's no
I'll
fun.
say
If
this.
I bought a shaker, I want to do it for.
You want to use the?
I know, because I like when the outside gets so frosty you can barely hold that fucking thing.
Yeah.
I don't use my vibrator to just vibrate once or twice.
Yeah.
I keep that thing on.
Just like, hey, little dab will do. Yes. One of the drinks that I'm excited about. Well, first of all, Mai Tai, just a classic Mai Tai we haven't gotten to. We did a zombie early on, and it was a lot of ingredients, and a Mai Tai will be no different. But I want to get into anything with an egg white. That sounds gross to me.
Like a pisco, pisco sour or something like that.
Whiskey sour. Ooh, that's
good. Another crazy one we did was bull shot. Have you heard of that?
That's the one I was looking forward to big time, and it was disappointing to me.
What? I loved it.
It's a bull shot is basically a Bloody Mary, but instead of tomato juice, it's beef broth, like soup. Yeah.
Well, see, I say that, and then I always realize, like, you know, I had a drink that had like clamato juice in it, and it was actually delicious.
Yeah.
Like a Caesar or micheladas. We'll use those.
Maybe it was a michelada. That sounds right. And I remember thinking, you know, being all judgmental about it. That's disgusting. I would never. And then I had it. I was like, this is delicious. So my initial reaction was gross. And then I was like, no, wait. History says that stuff ends up being surprisingly delicious.
Can be sometimes.
But you're saying no, Mike. No, not.
I
not
made
for
mine, I think, incorrectly. I don't know. I forget you guys. Did you like yours or not?
Yeah, I loved it because it had other stuff. It had lemon and Tabasco and celery salt, and it turned into just sort of like generically savory, and it didn't taste too much like a cow by the time we were drinking
I remember my favorite shot that I had in Montreal. The first time I ever had it was the Prairie Fire. You ever have that?
Ooh, I've heard of this, but I've not had it.
It's like a Tabasco tequila. It's got like a bunch of spicy things in it, but
sounds good.
Somehow, and I'm Indian, so people assume that I really love spice, but I'm like a where Indian, like on some day, like full moons I like spice, and then so some days I'm like into spicy and some days I'm not.
Yeah.
And you know, so it's kind of a crapshoot. Like I'm not like I don't know, whatever. It's not about me. But the point is, somehow the spice gets canceled out a little bit and just brings out the like really poppy like flavors of the Tabasco, and kind of cancels the like this is burning my face feeling.
Yeah,
that's the stuff I love. It
really
that's like
good.
The type of chemistry with the Trinidad Sour, where you're like, there's a reason they didn't just slap a bunch of ingredients together. Like there's something happening in this shot glass.
Right.
I love it. We gotta try.
Well, you know what I want to try? We've talked about this. We started talking about it when we did the the car bomb. Is the Dr. Pepper, flaming Dr. Pepper? I think.
Oh yeah.
Where you drop, I don't really know how it's made, but you drop something in something. It tastes like Dr.
It's
Pepper.
And it tastes exactly like Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
But there's no Dr. Pepper.
And it's more expensive than Dr. Pepper.
It's a lot more expensive.
What
you could just get a Dr. Pepper and take a shot of cheap vodka and it'd be the same.
What's the El Chavo shot that's like 3 different glasses? Bandero shot.
Bandera. Yeah, that's fun.
So that is tequila spicy tomato juice or just hot sauce.
I think it's just like
and
Tapatio.
And then lime juice. So
Lime,
it's kind of like doing the salt shot lime, but you're doing hot sauce, tequila, lime juice, and man, it's good. And I miss that restaurant.
Quick question from chat. When are you guys going to do a disclaimer about drinking too much? No, that's actually not in there, but it just I remember we had a whole pre-show where I was like, hey, we got to make sure we do a disclaimer. So we should do a disclaimer right now. Do you guys do a disclaimer on your show?
No heavy machinery, no cars, drink responsibly. We don't do a disclaimer on our show, but we should be doing that.
Don't rely on the booze to make you a better person. That work is done from here,
sad.
not here.
Oh man, that's the best disclaimer ever. Like, actually, I wish that was the truth. It was like, hey, are you numbing? Are you drinking to numb? like that's when you know you're off course.
Yeah.
The thing is, on this show, on our podcast, it's not like we get drunk. We usually just have one or like maybe a second round. And then more recently, like the last episode, we had 4 in an hour. And it was like, this is not the show we set out to make. It's not like the drunk drinkers show. It was supposed to be like about the cocktail. But
right.
Kind of fell off the wagon a little bit there.
The gentleman's chat we wanted to have.
Yeah, drink responsibly, everybody. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
And if you need help, get help. There's also a lot of ways to get help if it's an addiction of yours. If you are using it to numb, I think that is that's my internal gut check. I don't know if you guys have that at all, where I'm like, am I doing whatever it is, whether it's drinking, whether it's watching TV too much, am I numbing something? Am I avoiding something else?
Ooh, that's a good
I definitely during this pandemic got into just like the routine of spend the day doing whatever, and then at night movie, beers, and like it was just like, what am I even drinking for? This is
right.
Yeah.
Who am I doing this for?
Yeah.
Early pandemic was crazy because it was just like mentally I lifted all restrictions just on whatever.
Right.
Yep.
Drinking, eating garbage,
Yep.
and anything. It was just like, well, we're just kind of just making it, we're just passing the days at this point because we don't know how long this is going to last. And then as it started to drag on for months and months, you're like, okay, well, what if this is my life now and I need to like not feel like shit in the mornings?
Right.
I always felt like my kind of personal rule was like I don't drink alone, just because I feel like that would be a difficult road for me to go down. So I never drink alone. But it's funny in
and
the
then you put a mirror in every single room.
Hey, I'm gonna head down to the Hall of Mirrors again. It seems
You
funny
just hear you like,
at
my
that carnival.
guys, and you like dancing.
My boys are here.
Sorry, go ahead, Tim.
The not drinking alone thing is funny because for the pandemic, like I'm home and I live with my wife, so that really just means if she's here, not here. So then it's sort of like I'm at home alone, and then she walks in the door. I'm like, she's back, baby.
The second she steps in, you hear the car pulling up in the driveway.
Well, that was a weird
Technically
early
not allowed.
pandemic thing too, is like we would drink on Zoom. We still would hang out with our friends. It would just look just like this.
Right.
And then when the Zoom is over and like your living room lights come on, you're like, I'm drunk at 11 and I haven't left my apartment. Right? It feels like, wait a minute, was I alone this whole time? It's just like
what do
this
I do
bizarre.
now? It's
the
like,
company was all virtual.
Do you order an Uber just for old time's sake, even though you don't need one? Just take me around the block.
Take me around the block.
No, it is it's a weird thing. The whole like,
you know what I don't like?
Sorry, go ahead.
Back in the day when you leave like a bar or something at like 9 p.m. and the Uber guy is like calling it a night. It's like, fuck, you don't weigh in on like, oh,
strike out again.
Enough. Yeah, like
I have an early morning. Thank you very much.
Another swing and a miss, eh? Hey
Just
there,
like,
Jefferson.
it's like, or like, yeah, that sort of thing where they're like, hey, go, where's the next spot? And it's like, oh, the next spot's my apartment, dude. Thanks for your opinion.
Oh,
Hey, you
can I
got
come?
blue bulls, huh? Let's take you home.
Just checking your Uber history. You've had a lot of early nights these last few Saturdays there at Jefferson.
Yeah, I'm seeing 9 p.m., 9:30 p.m. What's going on?
What's going on, buddy?
You know,
You in a little bit of a slump there?
Loser I've ever driven.
It's going around the Uber story. Everybody's talking about you, Jefferson. We're all rooting for you. Car Bomb Time says, how intensive? Everybody wants you to talk about Moscow Mules. Okay, we can do that. Let's talk about Moscow Mules. However, what we should do is we're going to get ready to play a game as well. So we're going to play a round of Jackbox. I'm going to set that up a little bit in the background while you guys talk about Moscow Mules. If you would like to play with us and you are a subscriber to this channel, you may go onto our Discord. You may go into the subscriber chat channel. And I've linked the Discord into our channel thing. And you can throw your name on there. Let us know that you want to play. And then I'll figure out how to get you on this thing. And you can play with us. But we'll play that first round by ourselves. If you want to join, that'd be great. What we're going to do actually now, right now, while I get that all set up, is end the podcast portion of this. Okay? And the way we do that, I'm saying this as if I have a thing that I do every time. I do not. The way we do that, I'm starting it now, is that we're going to do a one-word story close of this podcast between the four of us.
Okay.
A one-word story close?
Do you know how to do a one-word story?
One word at a time around.
You just go one word at a time around the room. And we're going to end the podcast with whatever comes out of our faces.
Gotcha.
And here's what we're going to do. We're just going to get a theme, a random word from the audience, from chat. Give us a theme for how we should close the podcast with a one-word story. So go ahead. Get that moving. Throw some words out there. We got Summertime from Caleb. Spouse, Still Alive, Gas. Beer from Demanced33. Whimsy. Wait, what's Jackbox? I'll talk about Jackbox after this. Don't worry. Optimus Prime. Okay, I like Optimus Prime.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know what it means, but we're going to close the podcast with a one-word story. Optimus. It's called Optimus Prime's St. Patrick's Day.
That's funny.
Okay, so we'll go in order that we are in. We'll sort of go in reading order of what we're in the layout for Twitch. So it'll go me, Mike, Tim, Jefferson, and then back to me.
Got it.
Okay.
Love it.
Optimus.
Prime.
Tim.
Was.
Tired.
Of.
Eating.
So.
Many.
Horrible.
Assholes.
Classic.
And grapes.
Period.
Great. Wait.
Felt.
We got to tie in St. Patrick's Day.
Oh,
shit.
okay. So wait, what is it? He helped?
He felt.
He felt like
Leprechauns.
Might.
Feel.
feel, you said? He felt like leprechauns might feel cheated.
Exclamation point. Yay! Okay,
I don't know if that was a
stuff by
story.
yourself. You need to do it with group mind. It's
That's
amazing.
true. That's
That
true.
may have been a haiku. I would have to write
I
it down.
I think I'm never doing that again. Thank you so much, guys. We're gonna say goodbye to the podcast listeners. Thank you so much. This was the Sloppy Boys. They're gonna be back on the EffinFunny channel on Friday, and then they're on their podcast. Guys, where can they find you in life outside of the this? What's happening?
Oh,
on
you're
Friday?
gonna want to follow us on all social media at The Sloppy Boys, and our podcast is called The Sloppy Boys, wherever podcasts are sold.
Yeah, check it out. It's a fun time.
Oh, we also have a Patreon, patreon.com/The Sloppy Boys. If you want that bonus episode, baby, the Sloppy Boys blowout.
There you go. That's where you can do it. Otherwise, you can come live every Tuesday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to check out the Streamdeep podcast. We hope to see you on the streams soon. Goodbye to them. Okay, they're gone. Edit point.
Nice.
We're going to take a quick couple-minute break while I set up Jackbox, and we're going to play around Jackbox. All right? So if you guys want to join us again, you guys can hit up the Discord. I'm dropping that into chat one more time. And if you're a sub, go to the sub channel and let me know that you want to play, and we will try to get you in the game. Otherwise, we'll be back in just a couple minutes with the Sloppy Boys playing some Quiplash. Aight?
Nice.
And we are gonna play some Quiplash, guys. Ready to do this? And then I'll give you guys the audience code once the game begins. We'll do one round just amongst ourselves. And then if people want to join and they join our Discord, I'll find a way to pull you in. This is where I really need a tech person helping me out. I need my own Sean pulling people into the background, but we'll figure it out. Okay, let's play around. Let's get loose and juiced in the game. Mm-hmm. Everybody's in, right? Mike,
yeah, we're
Duds.
in, baby.
I haven't picked a face yet. I'm gonna go with this. Oh man, this is the toughest. I'm gonna go with this guy. Just a similar haircut. And,
it's a real hard choice.
This is
Bart Simpson. Tim picked the blockhead. That's fun.
I picked the one that is the picture of my face.
If you are a sub, you can go to the there's a Discord channel for subs, just the text channel, and you can
the name of this game is Quiplash 3.
You can just jump in there and just say, hey, I want to play, and then I'll figure out how to bring you in.
And I cannot wait to get quipping. You with me? And if you didn't make it in the game, don't pout about it. Jump in the audience.
I like the sort of
get your revenge.
clay fighter aesthetic
vote.
that they've got for Quiplash 3.
Okay, round 1. You're going to see 2 prompts on your device. Answer each one with a response. Soon you'll go up against another player's answers while
you guys can't see the code. The code is
KYSG. Based on the percentage of people who choose your response. Let's quip.
KYSG.
I'm going to type it in the chat.
Yep. I just did.
Okay, great. Okay. We're playing.
Pressure's on. Be hilarious.
I am submitted.
I'm submitted.
Wow, you guys are way faster than me.
Did you say way fascinating?
Way fascinating, yeah. No, faster than me. I think the bourbon's starting to make my words smush together.
No, I heard you loud and clear. I just wanted to be fascinating for an evening.
Have you ever done the thing? You have a baby. Have you ever done the thing where you put the pacifier in the bourbon and then it chills them out? So it's an old wives' trick.
Terrible. This is not funny at all. I'm too stressed about the layout.
Oh no!
It's all about the layout these days.
I blew it.
Did you not get him in, Jeff?
I
First
missed
in
getting him in my
okay,
second
I didn't do
answer.
that
The
badly,
secret thing cats
Oh
do
boy!
when we're not looking.
I had a funny answer. Okay.
It's choosing time.
Okay, the secret thing cats do when we're not looking: steal my damn cell phone and prank call my mom. Hate Tuesdays. Nice Garfield reference there. Tim, Mike. Am I the only one that voted?
I was asleep at the wheel there too. I'm sorry. I just got to be a little faster.
Without further ado,
I'm in,
The
guys. I'm
special
in.
skill on a
Wait,
resume
you're
that would
voting?
make you
How do I vote?
immediately hire that person.
You vote on the same thing you
On the
wrote
same
on.
screen.
Because
You
it didn't
gotta
let me because I wrote it. I see.
And now it's time to vote for your favorite.
The special skills on a resume that would make you immediately hire that person. Billionaire who leaves wallet around. Adamantium claws. Come on, billionaire. Yeah, suck it, Duts. Suck it hard, baby. Oh, the audience is more on your in your case. Oh,
No, you
I
got
won.
it.
I edged it out, but not.
A slightly more
the audience is in
appetizing
now?
name for
Yeah, so the audience is voting.
leftovers.
Oh, great.
You'll see.
All right.
Yeah, I see.
All right.
I got so many damn screens.
Decisions,
I'm gonna fix the
decisions.
layout a little
Choose
bit
your
too, so-
favorite.
No, you're doing good.
Just so it's more readable. Oh shit! I should.
Look at these audience votes rolling in. Love it.
We want to hear from you.
Wow, I got one vote. Wow, I won. I thought that was. Well, I guess old Friggy Foods.
Next up,
Doesn't.
whatever you do, do not
That was
put
my
sriracha
proctor
on
in
blanks.
Old Friggy Foods.
Here's the fun
Old
part.
Friggy Foods,
Your
you
favorite quip.
Some similar lines of thinking here.
Whatever you do, do not put sriracha on my ass. Your perineum. Wow, both
My
very
ass or your
ass
perineum.
related.
Very close to each other anatomically.
But I prefer that you don't put on my ass. I don't care what you do with your perineum. Who's not voting?
Who's not? Michael, you didn't vote.
Make sure you guys vote.
What the?
Get out there and vote, Mike. It's important to make your voice
Your
heard.
voice
The
is
scoring
heard.
shakes
Oh,
out.
like I said, I got too many screens going on.
Hey, thank God we have the audience.
I know. Sheesh.
All right.
one's voting.
Now we're gonna do another one. We're gonna all play. We're all gonna
I'm
vote.
used to it.
Round
That
two
one didn't
has
count.
arrived.
Oh,
The
now we get
points
it.
are
Oh,
double.
points are
but
double.
so
Okay,
are
this
the
is for reals.
expectations.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Wow.
What?
I had fun with this one.
I had fun with it too. It's great when you just have fun with it.
It's great when you have. It's great when you take it seriously.
It's nice to have fun in life, whether it's on Quiplash or other Jackbox TV games.
That's right. Those are the two places.
Duts down to the wire. Will he?
Almost out of time. Don't forget your
He's
safety
sweating
quips.
bullets over there.
You're not gonna get a job from this.
Okay,
man. Don't
I'm
worry.
not responsible for what happens next.
This doesn't get
No,
you
this-
uncovered.
there's a lot of
You don't
showrunners
know.
watching.
And we
Casting
start with
season.
the name of a punctuation mark used when a statement is followed by a fart.
Okay. Oh, nice.
All
The name
right,
of punctuation mark used when the statement is followed by a fart. Is it a period or a beefer? I mean, there's only one right answer for this, right?
I don't know. We'll
Sorry,
see.
Sorry. Oh, really? Wow, I'm so wrong. I was going for period. It looks like the
what's
extra
next?
time that Duts took was worth
There
it.
should be a patch in
Yeah,
Stardew
we'll see.
Valley that
All right,
lets
number
you
to vote.
blank on your farm.
Yeah, everybody vote.
And now pick your favorite.
Oh,
Go. Gotta go with the specificity on this one.
Lines.
How dare you?
Ooh.
I like how the points pull apart with their multiplier.
Yeah, like osmosis.
And now, how can you tell
Osmosis
when artificial
Jones.
intelligence has turned evil?
Oh, here we go.
Now it gets real. Pick your favorite.
Oh shit! I better vote. What's this? Someone read this out loud. Oh, God.
How can you tell that an artificial intelligence has turned evil?
Oh no, wait, that's the one I. Fine,
Sorry,
mine
Sandeep.
was real. You know, mine was.
But
like
you got
true
the
in
audience
heart.
vote.
Oh, the audience gets it.
Let's see the next one.
Feel me.
Oh my God.
The worst way to end a best man wedding speech. Time to pick the one you like best.
The truth is, I'm actually the worst man. Murder suicide. That was tough for me. I really liked it.
Where does the audience fall? Damn.
Oh,
Damn.
I think. I wish I took my vote back.
No more round two for you.
I need
It's
another
scoreboard
round.
time.
That was no good.
Freaking one.
Oh, Tim.
Oh, Timmy
Tim
takes
pulls
the lead.
ahead.
Usurping me.
Step right up to
Yes, they come from behind.
Whiplash.
You know, like
One
it.
last chance to
The old
strut
reach
your
around.
stuff.
Me like
Tim,
Each of
reach
you will
around.
be sent a prompt that requires 3 separate responses.
Oh, no.
You'll do great.
Whiplash. Okay.
Whiplash.
Okay, we're on our phones. Here we go.
Oh, so you do 3 of 3 choices?
It's a 3-part. It's like beginning, middle, end.
So you put one thing in each?
I don't know. Just
Yeah.
do whatever you feel in your heart.
Tick tock, time's almost up.
I put mine in. Where's my little guy?
Okay, it's thrip time.
Oh, I'm in the orb. I guess.
You know you've gotten the wrong shampoo bottle when the
You know you've
3-step
gotten the wrong
directions are
shampoo
blank,
bottle when the
blank,
3-step
blank.
directions are.
Both strong.
Choose your favorite.
Squirt, splurt, and fuck off. Drill, baby, drill. Both
Oh,
strong.
that's why there were 3 rows.
I'm getting it. Now I'm getting it.
That's fine. Format doesn't matter.
Oh,
Man, I had
I
your
got
back.
wrecked.
I had your back.
Come
Dust,
on.
A baby's
Sarah Palin,
3
remember?
I was basically the only
words
one.
that would raise
Yeah,
much
the only
concern.
one that cared about the Sarah Palin reference.
All
Oh, I
right,
see.
people,
Okay,
it's
so
voting
you-
time.
Okay.
What a mess.
Are any on the right side 3 words? What's going on?
No rules. This is
Just
off
right.
the
I
rails,
don't give a
man.
shit. That'd be concerning if you were like, "Hey, baby, give me 3 words," and they gave me 4 words.
Yeah,
I'd be
that
like,
many
"Fuck,
words."
This is crazy.
Sorry, it just didn't go your way.
No, that look.
A whole
That's what happens when you play by the rules.
I
I had to go for the chaos.
Show me the
All right,
scores.
final round.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Ooh, that's pretty close.
This is
Tim?
rigged. Game is rigged.
You won.
This is rigged.
Oh,
That's
hey.
exciting.
Look at my guy with the little crown on.
I wish you had a little crown on.
Well, Tim is clearly the best sloppy boy.
Damn, look at this. I love seeing my name in lights.
It's basically the most likely to go solo.
I love seeing my name up there with director Warren Arnold.
Warren Arnold.
Yeah, thank you, Luke.
Do I have to join the Jackbox production team now? I guess
You gotta,
you do.
You gotta start fill out a W-2.
Tim, say hi to Andy Poland for all.
Hey, at least
Steve
Schmitty
McCall.
Schmittenscenes is there.
All right, let's play one
are
more
we
with our
let's do another
lovely
one.
fans if they want to join us. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the code in the subs chat, and if you are just join, and first to join will be able to play with us. I think that seems like a
Wait,
fair...
so they're going to be in the mix?
They're going to be in the mix typing with us. And please, don't be jerks. We ask that you, you can be dirty and raunchy, but no hate speech. I will shut the game down immediately.
Cool.
Yeah.
For any of that. So let's be, just good drunk buddies. Let's be chill. Let's vibe. Feel the vibe.
Let's make this sort of like a positive experience.
Go with the vibe. Yeah, I think I'm not worried. Your fans seem cool. I know my fans are cool, and I'm sure it'll be great.
Cool.
But yeah, I will shut this shit down. It gets out of hand. If you type fucking 4 words into a 3-word prompt, this shit is over.
You're done.
You're done. You're done. All right, hold on.
Oh, Gary Gottlieb did this. I didn't know that.
Okay, let's exit this game. Okay, I gotta make sure
I've been
don't.
disconnected.
Hold on, I gotta make sure I don't give away the code. So I'm gonna go over to this layout for a sec, and then you guys will see the code. So let me jump in first.
Great.
Give me a sec. As I navigate my fucking desktop with 300. Here's one thing about if you guys start twitching like on your own and start using OBS and stuff, you will never have enough monitors. Holy shit.
I know. I feel like just playing this game, I've gotten used to it now, but there's a lot going on.
But it's a lot going on. I have 2 monitors, and I feel like I could easily use 2 more. These are first world problems. I'm gonna be this guy, and you guys can join now. And then I'm gonna drop this into this code in the Discord.
Drop it.
Again, go to the sub chat in Discord. I just dropped the link there, and you will find this code, and you can play with the Sloppy Boys.
Ooh!
Right now, very exciting.
My God.
I mean, where else can you get this?
Can you believe it?
But the EffinFunny channel. I mean, nowhere. Literally nowhere. Okay, I had to double check that I got the right code. So hopefully we got some folks. And if we don't, I'll drop it. Well, let's see. Oh, Hargleblog was fucking ready.
Nice.
Hargleblog was ready. Welcome.
So there's only 3 slots left? Is that what I'm seeing?
There's 3 slots left.
Ooh.
Any other takers?
Who's it gonna be?
Oh, no.
Which Discord sub channel Neptune is asking?
It is the subscribers chat.
EffinFunny.
So if you are a subscriber, that's how you get in there.
Oh, you got to be a sub,
And
folks.
Neptune, you are a sub. So here, you know what, Neptune? I'm gonna whisper.
Neptune. Come on, man.
Is it all filled up?
1 spot left, it looks like.
You know what, Neptune? You're probably not on. Did someone join?
Yeah.
We got all 10, 8. We got all 8.
Okay. There's like a thing you have to do to sort of like calibrate your. Jeez, this is where I'm out. You have to link your Twitch to Discord, as Critter says. Maybe someone in chat can help out our friend Neptune. That'd be great. Try to. This might have to be my last game, but I know you really wanted to play, so maybe we'll play 2. I don't know, guys, how you're feeling. But okay, let's give it a shot. We got some new players. We got Hoglebarg, we got Noni, we got Caleb Spouses, we got A Shift 6. Welcome to the game. like I said, no hate speech. Be cool, be chill, follow the the vibe of the room. You can be dirty, you can be silly. We're down with that. And let's begin the silliness. Boom.
3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Okay.
Whoa. Lucky you. It's
Where are all these guys
Quiplash
going?
3.
What do they
The
shooting
Secret
for?
of Skull
I like that.
Mountain.
Secret
My
Skull
name's Schmitty, and I provide something of a concierge service for a price.
UOQW
It's
is the
prequel
audience
to
code.
round 2,
UOQW.
round 1.
Oh, sorry, I didn't put the game
You'll
video on.
rake
My
in the
bad, my
points
bad.
based on the percentage of people who
Oh,
dig your
gosh.
response. Got it?
Doing
Great.
too many things. UOQW is the code to join for the audience. Please do. Yeah, Doughboys. I also like that coffin guy.
Is Doughboys
Strong.
podcast Nick Weiger?
Oh, is it the very same?
It can't.
No, can't be. Who is Doughboys podcast? Reveal yourself.
Is it you, song?
Time's
Maybe it's,
running out. Safety
the
equipment
drop
if you
game.
have to.
Ah, it is drop kick.
Turn on my face. Getting toasty up in here.
Maybe he's joking. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh,
he is
I-
actually-
Let me down.
That's exciting.
I hope I win this
Let
whole
us
thing.
set sail
Oh, that'd be
with.
fun.
No, we can't let Tim win
Okay,
again.
which
Everybody
one
gang
of
up on
you
Tim.
used the Xerox
Vote against
to
his
make
answers.
copies
No
of
ganging up.
blank? Make your vote count.
Okay, which one of you used the Xerox to make copies of 73 baked beans? It's very specific. Something utterly random.
Something very unspecific.
Oh, I don't know if I get my vote in time. Sorry.
My time.
Damn.
Fuck.
Him taken down by Caleb's
Dude,
spouse.
Caleb's spouse is
Spouses, what do you
crushing.
think you're doing?
Next one up.
You know,
Caleb's spouses,
Wake you up
you're out of
faster than
here.
a nice hot cup of blank
you were
in
pretty good in the
morning.
minors when you were just playing against us, Tim. This is the big show.
Okay, everybody, pick your favorite quip.
Nothing will wake you up faster than a nice hot cup of methamphetamines in the morning.
Methamphetamine.
Methamphetamines, I get it. Or special sauce in the morning. That's too fast. I didn't get to vote again.
Dots.
Dots takes it down. Oh, the audience almost went the other way.
Ooh.
I like when
Let's
it
keep it
splits
going.
like
The
that.
innuendo from
A
special
truly
sauce. I think,
disgusting
almost.
flavor for toothpaste.
Hot brown.
All right, choose your favorite.
A truly disgusting flavor for toothpaste. Teeth flavored. Or wet poop flavored.
Both good.
Both
Both good.
strong, but
Oh, very good.
I'm going teeth flavored. I don't know how you guys. Mike. Well played. Well played. Sorry, Noni. Oh, Noni, you got creamed.
Noni
Oh.
got crushed, but that was funny, Noni. Noni, we
Noni,
love
we
you.
thought it
Poop
was
comes out,
funny.
It's tough to
Quick,
vote
how
for.
do
It's
you
tough to vote.
ruin a romantic
You should have gone with dry
picnic?
poop. Dry poop.
All right, vote for the one you like best.
Terrible. Ants and genitals, or your spouse shows up. Heyo. Both kind of on the nose.
Both good. Both good. It's in general.
No, I just edged it out with my fucking King of Queens joke.
No, that's good. That's
You gotta start putting
And
heyo at
next
the end of
is-
every one of these.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
it'd
it
be
just
like
me, or is blank just too attractive to be human?
To me, or Okay, let's see.
Whoa.
Hey yo.
Hello.
Well.
Is the brave little toaster too attractive to be human, or Michael Hanford? If you said Hatford, I would have voted for it, but Hanford, I'm not sure. Oh, I'm so glad it was you that put Michael Hanford. That's what I was hoping for.
And you beat my nemesis,
Next
Caleb
on the docket,
Spouses.
The
Yeah,
worst
spouses
thing to
did you
write
wrong.
inside a get well soon card.
I have to refresh the page every time. to vote.
Okay, choose your
Yeah, I've
favorite.
had to do that before.
Okay, worst thing to write instead of get well soon card, not winning card. And JK, hope you don't get well. Both kind of the same idea, but
Yeah.
I know where I'm going. I'm a big Waynesville fan. So Tim.
Yes.
Oh, poor Noni.
Noni.
Oh, Noni.
Oh, no.
Noni,
Oh,
you should be
Noni.
getting more love, Noni.
We love you,
All
Noni.
right, check
Robbed.
this out. Hurrah! The United States is the world leader in blank.
Homemade porn.
Decisions.
Plastic
Choose your
statue.
favorite.
Maybe didn't quite get the full word in there.
I'm going for that one. That's
Sloppy Boys
You
albums.
like it? Plastic
Again,
statue.
pandering, just like I tried last time.
It works though sometimes.
It didn't work for me. I lost on that. Ooh.
Did I see? Oh!
Wow, the audience flipped.
whoa.
And
Wow.
next. If a
Obesity,
friend describes your
COVID,
blind
says
date
the
as
audience.
interesting,
Yeah,
it
those are both,
means blank.
Those are both better.
Okay, everybody, pick your favorite quip.
Wacky. It means wacky, or it means they fuck. I didn't really get. So one of these is mine. I didn't really get the premise of the question, to be perfectly honest.
Well, you fucking won, so.
It's like, so a friend is
Don't even-
describing my blind date, like the person that
Yeah.
I'm dating, or like the
You're
date
about to go out
experience?
That's
before a
wrap
date.
on
They're setting you
round
up with
one.
them.
Let's see those scores.
Now I get it.
If you won it and then you got it after.
Can I go back
Okay,
and do that one again?
who's.
Damn, Mike with
Oh, damn.
talking about how hot he is currently in the lead.
Next up is a little thing I call round two. Prompts are more out there, and the points are doubled.
The prompts are out there, you guys. Can you handle that?
Here we go. Here we go.
Time's almost done. Save your bacon with a safety quip.
Duds! Duds!
I'm in, baby.
Finally, let's see
Buzzer
some
beater,
action.
man. This game is intense.
Let's start with what scandal will rock the North Pole this year? Pick a winner.
Okay, what scandal will rock the North Pole this year? Dark Santa South Pole rivalry? The elves get the toys from China. I know which movie I'd rather see. Dark Santa. I love that. Caleb Spouses.
Whoa, kill it,
Man.
crushing it.
I can't believe I voted for Caleb's spouse.
Your arch rival.
Hey, you gotta be
Let's
honest. You gotta
see how
vote
they
for the ones you
handle
like. Otherwise, you know.
The best way to convince fast food
You're that
customers
guy.
to get a value meal.
The best way to convince fast food customers to get a value meal.
And now,
A
pick your
reasoned
favorite.
argument. Or Mike Hanford eats value meals and he's handsome. Can you go to the well again, Mike Hanford? Can you go to the well again? Let's see. Oh, it wasn't Mike. It was Tim, and you can go to the well again.
Timothy.
Oh, come on, audience. God damn.
Tim sees. I see what's going on here.
A little
didn't like my
deception.
answer.
Right along.
Let's see what's going
The
on
name
here.
of a boy band from the 1890s.
Come on.
And now it's time
This is
to
taking
vote
a
for your
turn.
favorite.
Hunk team.
You weren't even around in the 1890s. This is bullshit.
How can we know?
You
what
were
they
born in the
were
early 20s.
Oh.
God damn it, I'm gonna get crushed. Oh. But we split the audience. Wait, wasn't it 7 and
And
7?
here we
How did I
have-
get more?
Reviews have been mixed for the new series 20-minute guided meditations with blank.
Oh, that's an
Time to
inside. That's
pick
an
the one
inside
you like
joke.
best.
Chair Deep is the name of my chair. Because I've left my stream on many a times, and so I'm just like,
That's funny.
Well, should have voted for that.
oh, I get it. Critter, thank you for the
Ooh,
explanation.
split?
I had more players, but the audience tied. That's why I won. Gilbert.
I voted for
Gottfried.
you, Millie.
And now, Bank
Oh, the
Heist
audience really
plan,
matters,
Step
huh?
1,
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah,
approach
the
bank
audience
tellers.
can really
Step
sway
2,
about points.
blank.
They can be your best friend.
Now
or
it
your
gets
worst
real.
fucking enemy.
Pick your favorite.
Okay, step 1, approach bank teller. Step 2, take off your mask to infect them. Rob bank. Topical.
Topical.
Oh, split
Come on,
the players.
Caleb. What do you
and
got?
then
What do you
the
got,
audience-
Caleb?
Wow.
Just barely. I didn't love my answer, by the way. That's not great.
Okay, what's next?
From Caleb.
At the most bizarre
Ripped
sex parties, people don't wear
the victory
masks.
from
They wear
Caleb's
blank.
Cold hands.
Good. Take him down a peg.
Here's the fun
dead
part.
hands.
Pick your favorite quip.
At the most bizarre sex parties, people don't wear masks. They wear LA Kings hats, like Mike Hanford. Full body condoms that don't cover the genital. Ooh, a Naked Gun reference? Oh, my vote didn't get in. I voted for.
Which one?
All right,
Man.
check this out. A special skill
Wait,
listed
what?
on this player's
I'm in the
game.
game? What? How did I get in the game?
All right, choose your favorite.
Oh, man. That's a strong
It's a lie,
callback.
though. It's a complete
It's a lie.
No, it's not. It's on my fucking resume. Would I lie on my
I
resume?
think it was the Reese's sweepstakes.
I wouldn't eat that peanut butter filled chocolate bullshit.
Ooh, the audience went with the
Wow. Wow.
Next,
Nice.
the erotic thriller nobody wants to see, The Forbidden Diaries of
I think I know where
Blank.
this is going.
Yeah, right.
No.
Okay.
Now it's time to vote for your favorite.
Knitting Circle Moms or Malcolm Jamal Warner.
I'll leave him alone.
I don't know, you guys. It's the first random celebrity name came to my brain. And it's not a good one. Oh, but the audience loves me.
The audience.
But
Ooh.
No,
Close. Close.
pulled it out.
And round 2 is history. Let's
Was
see how it'll
nobody's,
be remembered.
Figure wearing a parking cone on his head?
Oh, we got David
Yeah.
Blue in the checking in chat here. You guys know David Blue? I don't know if you know. He's a funny actor, fellow.
Hi, David
Oh,
Blue.
David Blue. How's it going?
And now for Thriplash, the end you've
Oh,
been
here we
quipping
go.
towards.
Follow him on
Thriplash.
the
This
stream.
is
You'll
Follow
need to
him on
receive
Twitch.
a prompt that
David is
requires
great.
3 separate responses.
Funny response.
That's triple
Funnier
the
response.
ha-has.
Nail the callback. Oh my god. Here we go.
What?
Everyone's going to put Michael as the callback. Watch. I agree. Destructinator 7. The real winner here is Caleb for having such great spouses. Shem Whistler, thank you for the follow. You know why I loved you that you followed? Because it slightly covers Mike's face for a quick second, and that really
Time's
just
running out.
helps me concentrate.
Let's take a peek.
Oh man! I
3
fucked that up.
reasons you ain't
There we
getting
go.
into heaven.
Did you not get to it, Jeff?
I was fixing it while it stopped.
Wow. Wow.
A combination
Fun
of
part.
burn.
Pick your favorite
That's a
quip.
fucking burn. What about Indians don't believe in heaven? How about that?
You don't want to get in there.
Tim Kalpakis, Jefferson Dutton, Sandeep. Wow, Mike, you're conspicuously left off that list.
I've been bounced.
Yeah, you
I get what's
were
going
getting
on
the
here.
returns. Your name isn't mud in this chat anymore.
I guess the implication is that it gets you into heaven to know. Okay.
Hey, Noni, back on the board.
3 things you'll find at the Queen's Yard Sale.
Mm-hmm.
All right, people, it's voting
So
time.
that should be her pervy
this
little
one's surprisingly
son.
topical, right?
Yeah.
I don't think they meant it to be, but a sword, a colony somewhere, her pervy Litzen. I don't know what a Litzen is. Sorry.
Ooh,
Little son.
Little son. Oh, wigs. Wonderful. Is that
Lit
true?
son, his little son.
I think Jeff, did you just type it wrong?
I was trying to fix it while the time ran.
Lit son.
Space Sandwich, thank you for the follow.
Oh, I barely got away with that. Thanks.
I gave it to Litzen.
So you've totally read the Bible, huh? Then name 3
Who
characters
brags
from
about
it.
that? Oh, I've totally read it.
Oh my god.
Decisions. Choose your favorite.
Oof. Let's see. God? Jason, Joey Phil. I went full. Listen, I know where my bread's buttered. Okay.
I'm surprised that trick's still working.
I know. I wasn't
The
sure, but I
3
thought the God might
things
win it
Canada
over.
is the world leader in.
Critter Nation. Yep. Thank you, Critter. You get me. We get each other. All right. 3 things Canada.
Time
world,
to pick
they're
the one you
world's
like
leader in.
best.
White backgrounds. That's really funny. Maple Leafs, Canadian flags, Canadians, a Maple Leaf, Twitch. Wow, you guys. Same page much?
Pretty good.
Are Canadians the world leader on Twitch? Wow. Tim, that is embarrassing. You got quiplashed.
Wait, did Caleb vote for the other one?
You got quiplashed. That means you got skunked.
I can't believe we made
this,
it.
man.
Let's see the final scores.
I think you lose your spot on the Sloppy Boys now.
Shit.
Yeah.
I love that
Barg is
spot.
in.
Ooh,
You're out.
Argo Blarg!
Hargle,
Whoa!
good.
I
Way
was
to
right
go.
behind you.
Damn,
it.
congratulations.
All right, my friends.
Well, that was fun.
This brings us past 5:30. Did you have fun? I had fun.
We had a blast.
Yeah.
Thanks for having
It
us.
was an absolute
We're
blast.
Twitch
This
heads
was
now.
great.
We really did it.
You're
And thanks
Twitch
for
heads,
everyone
get
for
it.
coming out.
You're stuck. You're sucked in to the
We
Twitch.
can't get
world.
out of the matrix. We're in.
You're
I'm
addicted.
twitching.
And so much so that you'll be back on Friday to play with everybody here. Doing basically a live version of your podcast. Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's the idea.
It's the plan.
Did we come up with the drink you're going to be mixing, or is that still TBD?
That could be TBD. That could be a BYOB, D, whatever.
It's the TBD BYOB.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much. Thanks everybody in stream. Give it up for put your emotes together for the Sloppy Boys, for playing, for
All
interviewing,
right.
and you will see them all on Friday. Oh, that just ruined What I just did is absolutely ruin the layout there at the end, of course, because why wouldn't it? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. We can't go out like this, okay? Did that fix it? Yeah, I fixed it. Okay, great. Any parting words you guys have for chat? Just to, like a last piece of advice. Give them just a words to live by.
I think words to live by are that if you enjoyed yourself here today, you should put a number 9 in the chat right now.
Look at you. You get Twitch. You get Twitch.
Yep.
Look at you.
It's all about the
understand-
interactive, baby.
Look at it's native to you, Tim. It's like you were born on Twitch. Look at all those 9s, and we even
Look at
got
those 9s just piling in.
a couple 69s. We got some people writing the German no for 9.
Caleb's spouse is my nemesis.
Oh no!
Hilariously dropping that in. Some people doing some math equations. 18 divided by 2. They're making us work for it.
Oh, that's
okay. I'm willing to put in the work.
That's type beer guy. Come on, keep it clean.
Some 69 emotes. Guys, this is such a blast. Sorry, Mike, what's your words of wisdom?
See, the words of wisdom is come on Friday night, and you're gonna have a time like you've never had in your damn life.
Ooh.
He said,
very wise.
This is quotable. Come on Friday nights. What was it? You'll have
a time like you've never had in your
You'll
damn
have
life.
a time like you've never. This is gonna be written on your epitaph, Mike.
Thank you. Thank you.
Famous last words for Mike from this stream. Jefferson, what do you want to? You're not gonna die.
Mine
Sorry,
is
that was weird.
Mine is also come on Friday night, but it's CUM.
Oh, call back to the sperm count. Friday night, you will find out who has a higher sperm count. They're going to do it live on stream.
We're going to count them up one at a time, and you can watch along.
It'll be a 10-minute episode.
All right, fellas, it's been real. Okay, we got to figure out who we want to raid. This is another Twitch thing. So the way we totally go out is by raiding somebody else. So what is a raid? You guys do you guys know what a raid is?
No.
It's when we find someone else that's on Twitch,
That's a great question.
and we dump them. Everybody that's watching us right now will go into their channel and sort of populate their chat.
Like, what
and
up?
start watching. It's
Cool,
kind of a cool
That's
feature
funny.
that Twitch has to share share each other's followings. What I like to do often is find kind of a smaller streamer.
Yeah, of course. You
and
don't want to give
sort
it
of
to Ninja.
We're not going to give it to Ninja. No, absolutely not. So here's what I'll do is we played Quiplash. Let's find someone playing some Quiplash maybe.
Oh.
And see. Actually Mega the Geek. That's a good idea. I don't hate that. Hold on.
Ooh, Mega the Geek is live.
Mega the Geek is live. He's a really great
pulling apart
gamer. He's a fan and follows, and I think he might sub. But anyway, he's a person we play a lot with. So, well, I think it's he. Actually, I don't know their pronouns now that I just realized that I always go to he. So I feel terrible about that. But Mega the Geek, we'll give them a nice little raid, drop in to their channel. So here we go.
Let's do it.
You'll like it.
Hold on, I don't want to watch their.
Oh, and I got dozens of bones.
Okay,
we're
ready?
doing some-
Ready?
Yeah.
What's he playing?
He's playing Rust right now.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Wait,
you know all these
someone
games,
changed
huh?
my fucking clothes?
Can you guys see that? I'm gonna wait until you guys can see it before I hit raid.
I can't see it
I
in
can
the
see it on the
Twitch
Zoom.
quite yet. I can see it on the Zoom, but not in the Twitch.
Here, you'll be able to see it on the stream if you want, because I'm gonna just.
Yeah.
All right, ready? This is how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, give him some love, everybody.
Oh, here we are. There we are. Great.
Excuse me, princess.
Raid is ass. Their ass.
Sandeep, thank you so much for the raid.
Yeah.
Welcome in, everybody.
And that's how it rolls.